Oh, I didn't see you there. I know something you don't know. Let's find out together, shall we? But first, our lovely theme song.
DJ Addy Peoples.
I know what's going on, chat on stream, it's Litty. Double no 50, chat gang come with me. We gon' light up the city, feel the God energy within me. Checking models, ayo, we Diffys, we got savvy. No Peter Griffey's, for we get litty. We sexy, we Diffys, ayo, we Diffys. Sexy and Diffys, ayo, we Diffys. We sexy and Diffys, ayo, we Diffys. We sexy and Diffys. I know what's going on, chat. Ayo, we Diffys. We sexy and Diffys. I know what's going on, chat on stream, it's Litty. Double no 50, chat gang come with me. We gon' light up the city, feel the God energy within me. Checking models, ayo, we Diffys, we got savvy. No Peter Griffey's, for we get litty. We sexy, we Diffys, ayo, we Diffys. Sexy and Diffys, ayo, we Diffys. We sexy and Diffys, ayo, we Diffys. We sexy and Diffys. I know what's going on, chat. Ayo, we Diffys. We sexy and Diffys.
Hello, everyone. It looks like we have a pretty good crowd right away. Look at the chat here. Hello, everybody. It's Tipster and Jazzdog and Newplex. And also still Tipster. It is true, we are Diffys. We've got a really good show today. But first, we have the announcements, like always, because I am very predictable. Okay. The usual. Please like and subscribe. We're really close to monetization if we can get those sub numbers up. I'm like past 3/4 of the way there in watch hours, which is insane for someone of my size. So please remember to subscribe and like and follow. Also donate if you're feeling very generous. And maybe buy a membership via the coffee to get exclusive access to the newsletter and other cool things. The next live stream I do will be a Kick, Twitch, and X exclusive because YouTube is being dumb about copyright. Sorry about that, but I really want to talk about this lady with 25,000 or 2,500 personalities. And we can't do that if we're on YouTube because I don't want to get my account struck again. Also, this stream, 50% of what you donate to me is going to go to Spawn. That's Poppy and Xena's kid. They need some help, so please donate to their coffee. The coffee link you can see in the YouTube chat. I'll put it in the regular chat as well when we're done with the announcements. Please help them. After the stream, I will take a screenshot if we get donations, and then I will send them to Spawn. So please help Spawn. Spawn is based. Okay, Spawn is awesome. They're a friend of the stream. Also, after the stream, I'm gonna make Ethan, who is Xanderhal's editor's currently privated stream, Cherry Lied Doom Mama Cried archive available for everyone. My apologies for the watermark. I'm still a toddler streamer. Leave me alone. And also be mindful of the disclaimer in my description. I do mean it. Be good, boys, girls, and NB pals. Please don't touch the poop or you'll ruin it for everyone. Wow, that was a lot of announcements. Okay. Here's the link to Spawn's coffee if you're not in the YouTube and you cannot see it's pinned to the chat. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully we're doing good, yes, before we start. Tell me how you are, okay? Oh, I gotta... It's not the best complexion day, but it'll do. It'll do, chat. It'll do. There, that should be a little bit better. Having a lighting issue. I need to get more lights. Alright. So, if we don't have any questions or things that you want to talk about beforehand, we're just going to get started with the Xanderhal presentation / stream. That's right, chat. You're okay, just tired, tipster? Yeah, I feel you. I really prepped for this one just so there are no oopsies. And it did take some effort, okay? You guys are going to be forced to watch my PowerPoint. And you will like it, alright? How about we get that booted up? It is beautiful. I made it. Look, it's even woke. It's even woke, chat. I will show you. We need to get to the right screen capture, though. Oh, look, it's woke. It's a woke PowerPoint. Let me know if my mic is too loud, guys. I've got it. I have it on 7 now. Sometimes I can get kind of yelly, okay? Oopsie doodle. No oopsie doodles today, okay? No oopsie doodle. I thought about putting sounds in it, and then I said no. So just so you guys know, when we go through this is going to be summarizing what's already happened. We're not going to go through all of these Xanderhal and Demon Mama streams. It's just too much. I will link them in the description so you guys can go through them for yourselves. So let us start, but we'll summarize and go through everything to be good faith, but also just for people that might not know. Oh. Look. It bounces. That's how you can tell I worked really hard on it, because it bounces. Although I've blocked out half of the words with my face. I am awoke. It's true, chat. Oh no! He's gone woke! Alright. I'll try to go through this relatively fast so that we can get to the stream. Okay, because everyone wants to see the secret stream. That's why you're here, chat. To see the secret stream. I know why you're here. But we're going to make your brain work first. Okay, questions to keep in mind. And these are rhetorical questions. How responsible are content creators for the consequences of their content? Does everyone deserve charitability? How much? And should we determine the quality of someone's character via YouTube drama? Again, these are rhetorical questions. You can answer in chat if you must. I will not answer until the end. So what has happened so far, okay? This all started when Xanderhal claimed that Vaush and Demon Mama were right-wingers due to their criticisms of Biden. Demon Mama responded using rhetoric that was in the same style as Xanderhal's. Xanderhal then escalated the situation by rehashing the situation with Keffals and Balenciaga, and I just want to emphasize that, like, this is, like, a while ago. Like, the Balenciaga stuff is last year. If you don't know about that drama, just ask in chat. I can try to sum it up for you very quickly, but I'm assuming most of you know. Demon Mama then responded with a live stream revealing direct messages between CherryBread and Xanderhal. Okay? This is because Xan made various claims that were not true. One of these exchanges included Xanderhal making a specific threat towards Keffals, and we'll talk about that more when we get there. Then there were additional exchanges in which Xanderhal uses abusive language towards CherryBread, and I can also personally attest to one situation that was disturbing. So, I think I might have skipped one accidentally now. Did I go backwards? Did I ruin my own slideshow, chat? How do I go back? Last viewed? Oh, here we go. No, I didn't. I'm confusing myself. So, we're aware of these, okay? Xanderhal threatening to throw Keffals in lava in Minecraft. We've all seen these screenshots, but I'm putting them up here so we know they exist. You know I'm not lying, okay? We've also got Xan obsessively messaging Cherry and being a dickhead, as they say. I've seen some people try to justify this by, like, Xanderhal saying, oh, this is our usual rapport. Other people saying, well, maybe he's having an anxiety attack, and I get that, but this is pretty excessive for an anxiety attack, okay? Newplex, I don't know, I'm always figuring out PowerPoint on the fly. It's funny because whenever I set up a PowerPoint, it never goes the way it's supposed to. But it's going okay so far. So I do sympathize with the anxiety attack, okay, but I really don't think that this is necessary. Like, this is why they give you pills or other coping strategies, okay? You can breathe. You can do some mindfulness, okay? This is Zan talking about Cherry and how he's not going to be able to pay her, how he won't pay her. He's freaking out about these payments that he was supposed to get from Progressive Victory. I don't know exactly who that all goes through. I know that Xanderhal claimed that Cherry did some forms wrong. I feel like this probably wasn't Cherry's fault, and Xanderhal should maybe be more on top of his accounting. Again, this is just to show you that these screenshots exist. I will link everything in the description, but we've all gone over these, okay? So, right here is an interesting one. This one is the proof that Xanderhal has given that he's paid Cherry, but that's actually not accurate. Tipster, when I have a panic/anxiety attack, I don't engage in abusive behavior. If I need space, I ask people to give me space. There's no excuse for that. True, Tipster. And I agree with that. Like I said, there are plenty of ways that you can manage anxiety that doesn't involve abusive language or, being obsessive. We're all adults here, okay? We definitely, well, at least Xanderhal anyway, would definitely have the money to afford a psychologist, alright? There are better ways to do this. I certainly sympathize, but again, there are better ways to do this. He's a big boy and is responsible for his own finances. That's not Cherry's responsibility. I agree. I do agree. So let's look into this. So, Xanderhal's editor are using the previous screenshot to prove that Cherry has been paid. Okay, I've looked into this. This doesn't seem to be consistent with other claims that Xanderhal has made. We're going to go to a tweet quickly by our lovely friend, Annie. The most charitable position I can give you is that most CherryBread has received 500 of 4,000. If there's any corrections, feel free to let me know. We're just going to open a little video clip quick here so that we know, okay, what exactly Xanderhal said. I want you to see exactly what he said because I found it a tad detestable, alright? And once again, I'll link the exact live streams that these are from. Oh, what do you... Excuse me, well, Firefox has a moment chat. Apparently, it can't open a link unless I do click and go. Alright, now, again, this is Xanderhal's own words, okay? These are Xanderhal's own words from his own streams. No editing on my part, or Annie's part for that matter. I've gone and double-checked. There's no shenanigans, no shenanigans. So we're going to listen to the first one and then the second one, alright?
Usually when you're being lied about, it's best to just let them keep doing that until they've run out of steam, because then they've given you all the rope they need. Well, they've given themselves all the rope they need to hang themselves. A big one is Cherry claiming I didn't pay them when they can't nuke the receipts from me paying them. They can nuke DMs. They nuked all their DMs with me, but Cherry can't nuke the payment receipts from when I sent them their pay. That's something they can't make go away. They can't unexist that, and so once that lie gets proven wrong, it already has. I posted the transactions even after they stopped working for me. But once I post all of the receipts from me paying them over the last few years, and they're proven wrong on that, it's gonna be like, okay, DM, what else is going on? Yeah.
Yet we have this.
Not to mention, I've got multiple people, including my current editor, that can back this up, because Ethan and Cherry talked in depth about handing off the work of editing between each other, and there was all an agreement there about how, because I have to pay my current editor, who actually has, like, rent and bills and, like, a house and, like, a person, like, a girlfriend as well to support, that I have to, like, pay my current editor a living wage, and I'll pay like the last half of a month of editing that Cherry did for me up until the Keffals drama. The last half of, what is it, December, November, whenever the Keffals drama happened. I'll pay them back that when I can, but I haven't been able to yet because I gotta pay two living wages, one to my current editor and one to me, and they blocked me before I could, so, I mean, I might still be able to send it to them, though, actually. Not to mention, I've got...
So that doesn't make any sense at all. And he says, Xanderhal continues to claim that he posted proof that he has paid Cherry, as showed below. He's only paid her $500. Oh, excuse me, it's not $4,000, it's $2,500, my bad. He owes her for November and half of December. This directly contradicts him admitting he has yet to pay Cherry, or he has yet to pay Cherry. He can't keep his story straight. It's true, chat. This is, again, the proof we went before. My bad for the number, okay? I have dyscalculia, which is like dyslexia for numbers. If you get mad, you're ableist. Okay. So, I thought that was a pretty good way to sum all that up. Thank you, and Any. You're gonna be called Any now, okay? Because neither can I read. So that's wrong. It should be 2,500. That's still a lot, though. Like, that's a big tab. That's, you know, for some people, that's like a month. Well, it is a month and a half of income. Okay, that's a lot of dollary dues. All right, pay your editor, please. And I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Cherry, so you know, I don't have any bias here. Okay. So, we're going to go over some claims and positions. This is to be good faith, and so we're summing things up correctly. If you have an issue with them, please let me know. If you feel like I've misstated anything, I will gladly change it. But again, because I want to be good faith and be neutral in this description, we're going to go over them. So these are Xanderhal's claims and stated positions. CherryBread and Demon Mama are selectively releasing information to slander Xanderhal. That's right, he is claiming that they are committing a slanderhal. CherryBread was verbally abusive towards Xanderhal and deleted the evidence. Now, this could, in theory, be true, but it doesn't excuse anything that Xanderhal has done. Really not much else to say there. CherryBread and Demon Mama are covering for keffals. I don't know. Again, we're gonna see them try to justify this in this stream here, okay? Now, we have Demon Mama's claims and stated positions. Hey, what's up, the Magnificent Gamer? Welcome to chat. We're doing some drama summaries right now. If you want to go to the beginning and get the full summary, that would be sick. Xanderhal instigated the conflict. Xanderhal has been verbally abusive towards CherryBread and others. I can also attest to this. Xanderhal exploited his power as a content creator to coerce other streamers and volunteers. Xanderhal has not paid CherryBread what she is owed, okay? This specific claim is in regard to Xanderhal being upset that CherryBread would not leak specific screenshots in relation to the Keffals drama when he wanted her to. Your treasury just reached 35 trillion in debt. Well, it doesn't really matter if you're the reserve currency holder of the world, but we can get into that after this. So, this is where we're going to drop a little bit of info that you did not know about Xanderhal, okay? I have been waiting for months to talk about this. It's been difficult for me. I was asked in early 2024 to weigh in on an incident between Xanderhal and CherryBread that required intervention from a third party. I'm going to be specific here. It was not requiring intervention from me, but a different third party, and that third party is going to remain anonymous. It was difficult for me to not talk about this, as the behavior disclosed to me was highly inappropriate. This incident was very harmful to CherryBread. So you're probably thinking, what did he do? Well, chat, I can't say what he said because it's against YouTube's terms of service, but he was saying very terrible things to Cherry because he was angry that he couldn't leak things about keffals. And this is, like, highly inappropriate in the sense that it's not funny, it's not a joke. You know, I'm operating here as a secondary source to confirm that Xanderhal does have a problem with verbally abusing people. Regardless of if you think he's a good person or a bad person, okay, I'm not here to make that judgment, but I can confirm that as a secondary source, and it was disturbing to hear about, and it did make me upset at the time, because I did not think he was like that, since I was a newer creator, and I was very disappointed and saddened, and I am sorry that CherryBread and Demon Mama and others had to deal with that, because that is ridiculous. Again, I'm not going to repeat exactly what he said, because it's against the terms of service, but it was not nice, and it was very, very, very harmful to CherryBread, okay? So why am I doing this? What are my motivations? I'm trying to inject a more balanced opinion in the discourse. I feel like drama discourse gets very black and white, so we're here to kind of mix that up, even though I have many criticisms. I also want to emphasize that there are limitations to our knowledge of the situation, and I really, really, really think we should avoid labeling anybody as inherently bad or good based on YouTube drama. I don't think that's a good idea. There's always things that we're missing, perspectives we don't see, okay? We need to think critically. I also would like to encourage Xanderhal to seek professional help. That's really the only solution to any of this. Also, make sure you guys research this stuff for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Don't take another streamer's word for it. Once this VOD is a VOD, or once this live stream is a VOD, rather, I'm going to have all my sources linked, including all of the streams where Demon Mama and Xanderhal have talked about this. Alright? Take everyone's motives into account, guys. Even mine. Please. Be neutral. Be fair. People can change, but they must take accountability first, okay? It's true. Thank you for seeing my presentation. Let's have fun now and do the bully stream. Yeehaw. Did you guys like my presentation? I worked very hard on it. I also had people approve it. I tried to be as neutral as possible. You're like, why would you do that? That's bad. But it's important for when we review this stream, okay? So, what is this stream that I have? I have shared it with a few select people. It's possible you may have seen it before. But if you have not, then you are in for a time. I'm going to pull it up here. I have to go to my YouTube studio thing. Well, nope, not yet. Okay, so, because of this watermark... Hey, Demise, how's it going? And because I am very silly and did the watermark, I have created a special... a special screen share that does not have the watermark, or the watermark is covered by me. Sorry about that. Like I said, I will make this stream available to the public after this stream. Again, my apologies for the watermark. I am baby streamer. Do not yell. Okay? Do not baby bully. Jazz Dog. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to be so short. I mean, yeah. You started working on a real theme song for me. Hey, DJ Addy's theme song is a real theme song. What are you talking about? I like my theme song. But if you incorporate his into it, then I'll be very excited, okay? So yeah, it is going to be that short. The reason why it's going to be short is because this is an hour and 45 minutes long. And, yeah, it's going to be a time. They are going to make some claims here about various people. I'm not going to talk about the Keffals 100K thing. That's not what we're here for, but they are going to mention it. One thing I do want you guys to really look out for when you watch this is that Xanderhal and Ethan really try to bring up the misdeeds of others to somehow, I don't know if they're trying to excuse their behavior. I don't know what exactly the purpose is, but Again, we're talking about Xanderhal and the situation with CherryBread and Demon Bomber here. We're not talking about any other situation. As far as I'm concerned, the other stuff is irrelevant. Also, thank you for the song, Jazz Dog. This stream was originally done by Xanderhal's editor, Ethan, who I don't know the account name, but we'll find so I can properly credit in the summary. If anyone knows it, please tell me. It only has a couple hundred subscriptions, so finding it is kind of difficult. All right, let's go.
According to Demon
Alright.
Mama, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff.
Have you ever had a friend talk to you like that? Ever? Let alone a boss?
All right. Let's see if this live stream is working. I just clicked go live. We're gonna play some Risk of Rain 2 as the background, you know, just to go.
So the person talking right now is Ethan. This stream was going on at the exact same time as Demon Mama's nuke stream, so they will have a little bit of interaction here.
Good way to have something to look at while I go over this, because Demon Mama and Cherry are lying out their ass. What they're showing you, of course, is real, but you're missing
We're also gonna watch it on 1.2.5, and then I'm gonna turn, hold on, I'm gonna just turn skip silence on quickly. Yeah, sign. Oh, you require interaction. Okay, very good. Very good. I'm learning how to become a real streamer, chat. Clap for the dum-dum.
massive amounts of context. I'm gonna be going over all of this with you guys. First, I have to go make an announcement though, with Xander's Discord. All right, there we go.
Actually, with skip silence on, we shouldn't have to do 1.25. It should be good enough. If it's too fast, it ruins the sound and then it bugs me.
All right, so my stream's working. Let me get up the stream so that I can have a chat pop out. All right. Let's pop out the chat. Pop out chat. Throw this to the side. Sorry, I didn't think I'd be doing this today, everybody. So, if you...
By the way, I do not recommend this. Thank you, Nuplex, for your clapping. I don't recommend ever doing this on the fly, okay? I've done it before. It was a mistake. Don't do it. This is friendly advice to Ethan.
You guys think any of what Xander has said in these screenshots are bad? Just you wait until you see how Cherry regularly treated Xander. So I'm gonna wait until this stream, like the announcement has gone out. I don't care how many people are in here. Let's just get some people in here. So the reason I'm doing this and not Xander is that Xander's birthday was yesterday. He's trying to chill with his mother. He's trying to relax. And honestly, I think I'm the one who's angrier about the situation. Because the things that are being lied about here are things that I've desperately wanted to talk about for a very long time. And Xander has covered for Cherry to try to protect Cherry. Because while Xander thought what Cherry did was wrong, he thought Cherry was getting better. It seems that we're obviously fucking lied to. So...
Demise, I don't trust Cherry, Xander, Demon Mama. I had a little bit of a cringe interaction with Demon Mama last week. We've made up, okay? I do trust her a little, more after that. The rest of them I do not, but that is fine. Don't trust streamers is a generally good rule. So, but just keep everybody's motivations in mind, okay? Don't, no one is free of sin.
Let's go ahead and let's get this going. So, one of the things, I'll just cover what's already been said, and I'm sure I'm not going to fall behind much on the Demon Mama stream because she can't fucking get to the point because she has barely anything of substance to talk about. Last thing she just showed on the stream was a breakdown Xander had something to do, if I remember correctly, with the progressive victory pay and Cherry stalling on getting it taken care of. Xander had rent coming up and was had a bad mental health episode, and he ended up blowing up.
Again, this isn't an excuse. Then what's my opinion on this? Oh, you will find out what my opinions are. I will say them throughout the react. I've pre-watched this.
On Cherry because Cherry delayed getting his finances sorted in a situation in which rent was, incoming. And while you can obviously say this isn't the best possible way to react to a person, when someone has your finances in their hands and is dicking around not doing anything with it, that's the least of your concern. Now, Cherry's...
Here's the thing, though. We don't actually have proof of that. We don't actually have proof that Cherry was dicking around with it. It could have been a processing issue on PV's end. It could have been a myriad of different issues. We don't actually have proof of that. So I just want to remind everybody, Keldoge, you need to get horns on your head like Demon Mama and Poppy. No, I will never imitate Poppy. I would, oh, sorry, Jazz Dog. I will never do that, okay? I have a rainbow headband. I'm not the demon person. I am the gay person. I am the gayest person on YouTube.
On responding was because Cherry was asleep, and Sanders painted this bad guy. But this is something Cherry would do regularly. I was in Seattle, southern Seattle, at the time in which I met Demon Mama, Vaush, and Xanderhal. Right? I was in Xander's house. It was 1 a.m. At the time, I had not worked for Cherry at all. And I'll get to why I'm not showing screenshots in a second. At the time, I did not work for Xander. I did not work with Cherry. I was a friend of Xander. Cherry knew me. Occasionally, I came on to stream, right? And so what ended up happening was that I think I was a little high or something. I was sitting in the living room, drinking some rum, watching trailers for game. When I start getting a shit ton of notifications on my phone from Cherry, I'm like, oh no, something's wrong, right? And Cherry starts saying, wake up, my, tell your boss, his manager is like calling him, referring to herself as his manager. And it was a little confusing. I was like, what are you talking about? Because it was 1 a.m.
Now, as far as I understand it, there's no, like, contracts between these people. So, in my mind at least, Xanderhal then defaults to being like the manager / boss, which does mean it is one of his jobs primarily to keep up professionalism. I've run small businesses. I've had employees. I've managed a lot of people in my life. Demise. They're not that Cherry. Not that Cherry. This is a different Cherry. Not that Cherry. I know they're both called Cherry, but the other Cherries, her name is spelled like Chaiyery or some really whack-ass way.
And Xander was sound asleep, right? I'm in his home, and I'm not his employee or anything like that. She starts spamming me, telling me, wake him up now. Exactly as you see Xander spamming Cherry. Cherry did that to me, a person they did not know or work with, and Cherry would regularly do this to Xander. And this was simply Xander blasting back. Now, what ended up happening was that Cherry had this big-ass meltdown on me and was like, oh man, you know, I have to talk to Xander right now. I have to wake up Xander right now. I have to talk to him. Because Cherry was having a mental breakdown. This was pretty par for the course. But then they started hurling.
By the way, I just want to be very, very clear, okay? If you're somebody's boss, or even if it's on like a contractual basis or whatever, that's not, you don't get to clap back, okay? If you need to clap back and you're the boss, don't be the boss.
You sent me when I said, you're kind of full of yourself. You can't just demand me to do this. And I want to show you guys, like, I would love to show you guys the DMs, but they ended up deleting that account, and I lost them. And on top of that, their current account, if I go to Cherry right now, where they apologize for this behavior retroactively, is entirely without any context whatsoever, because they went back and they nuked all of their...
Demise, this is like Sassafras and Tom, but Xanderhal Cherry. No, Sassafras and Tom were more involved, like, sexually. That as far as I'm aware, that hasn't gone on in this situation. This is more of just Xanderhal not being able to manage anything properly. And I don't even say that as, like, some kind of, horrible dunk, but, like, he clearly doesn't have any experience doing this. These bitches in this space trying to seek power. Antifa, hello, how you doing? I'm doing good. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, by the way, guys, if you're just coming in now to see the secret stream, half of your donations today go to Spawn, that's Poppy and Xena's kid. They are having a fundraiser. You can find the link in the YouTube chat. It is pinned there. But half of my donations today will go to that fundraiser. So if you feel like donating, okay, if you make it big dollary dues, alright, as Xanderhal says, then half of it will go to Spawn, which, you know, it owns Xena and Poppy, so... If for nothing else, do it for that reason. Newplex. I've had the good fortune to have good supervisors for the last 7 years or so. Yeah. Honestly, management is something that you do have to learn. In my life, I have been in, like, upper middle management. I've dealt with a lot of hiring and firing and conflict resolution. I'm certified in nonviolent conflict resolution. I've done that stuff for many years, and I can tell you that if you're anybody's boss, even if it's informal, even if it's just contractual, you cannot expect professionalism if you don't give out professionalism, okay? That's just not fair. And also, it's gonna fuck up a lot of your business. So, you know, It's just better for you and everybody if you stay professional.
Messages with me. So if we go through here, I think I can find LMAO, all good, hope you're well. And this was around, I want to say this was the time in which Cherry came to me and apologized for doing exactly what was just shown on Demon Mama's stream to me. While Xander absolutely had a mental breakdown on someone, that's called being a human being. And Cherry was just as guilty of these same things.
It's not an excuse, though. That's the thing. You can't say it's just being a human being. If you are managing someone and it's part of your job, you gotta be bigger than that.
And would do them regularly. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Who do you think's telling the truth here? Those who really don't care to interact with us until they begin being lied about? Or those who have to go back and scrub all of their messages for some reason, just deleting them? Mind you, on top of this, their most recent messages, oh, wow! They just did this. This was not gone. This was not gone even a few minutes ago. They had only deleted where they were apologizing to me and forward. So they're doing this currently. They are panicking currently. Probably. Oh, Xander's calling. I'm so sorry. Hello. Actually, they need to give me the contract to let PV use my clips, and then they pay me so I can put down the big payment on the place. Okay.
No one understands audio balancing. They all want me to become deaf.
Cool. So that makes sense, right? It was a case of
to clarify, PV pays me for my clips because normally, if you upload clips from a YouTuber, they might not do anything about it, but if you just do that, all they have to do is just click some buttons and take that down. They can strike you.
You guys let me know if there's any kind of huge imbalance between my voice and the video. I am trying my best.
It's kind of worrying if you're like an organization trying to have an official channel and there's YouTubers who are uploading their own clips and then you're taking those clips and re-uploading them. So they had me sign a contract that agrees you will not strike us, you will not claim us or anything to use your clips for promotion. I'm like, yeah, of course, yeah, that's advertisement for me. And you guys are going to pay me?
Oh, you must have adjusted it. Okay.
Sorry.
And Sherry wouldn't send that over fast enough, so I was just spamming their DMs so that they would get to their computer.
Yeah, what's it called? Very, very bizarre, right? And obviously, you had a mental breakdown because your rent was fucking due. God forbid a man.
Look, I'm not saying that he's not allowed to be upset, okay? He's allowed to, like, call her sometimes. But this, like, very obsessive, like, on, you know, a holiday weekend, like, come on. Like, if you can't manage your money so that you know that your rent is going to be paid on time, whose fault is that, Not saying that Cherry had absolutely no fault in anything, but come on. Come on!
And have a breakdown on a friend.
Not rent. You're getting details wrong.
Oh, payment for the place.
But details wrong. I was moving into this place. The office for the retailer, the rental for this place was about to close in literally like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I need to get that payment sent to them. And so I needed to get all that contract stuff dealt with. And the reason why this was like pushed so much was because, if I remember correctly, Cherry was unavailable for some reason, like hanging out with friends or something.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry to be pausing here, but I've taken out rent on a lot of places, okay? I have done rent at a lot of different places. And I just want to say that 9 times out of 10, these places will take deposits out of hours. Now, here in Canada, we have basically very easy bank transfer. It's called e-transfer. That makes it a little easier. But I know that in the United States, you guys also have bank-to-bank or, like, you know, different institution transfer. You can drop a check in their box. Come on. Like, this reasoning seems a bit sus to me.
And like there wasn't supposed to be a delay in anything. I don't know, like there was just a bunch of fuck that came out of nowhere to screw me there, and I was stressed out and just blowing up Cherry's DMs because they have speakers on for their notifications, and when I message them or anyone messages them or ats them, it makes a little bloop sound because they don't have do not disturb or turn off notifications on. So I would spam that and they'd spam me. Usually it'd be the best way to get each other's attention. So Cherry going back and scrubbing all of their DMs. If you're going to talk about this, you gotta show proof. Just go ahead and bring up the Discord. Like bring up your Discord interactions with Cherry on the screen.
Oh, well, I actually tried to. Remember how I had my Discord interaction set up correctly? Hold on, sorry, I gotta fit this to screen. Sorry, transform. Anyways, remember how I had some DMs left with Cherry and they hadn't nuked all of them and had only nuked where they apologized with me? If we go to, if we go... Well, I did. I already have. Oh, wait, I just realized my, Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't have my video capture device ready. Hold on, display capture. For the primary display. Sorry, everybody. I realize I probably sounded
insane. You know how much
insane.
I've been wanting to show receipts for this, dude. You know how much we've wanted to talk about this.
Oh my god, yeah.
Finally.
So here's the problem with this, okay? Because Cherry deleted the messages, I do find that a tad suspicious, but again, we don't actually know what those messages said. So we really can't say either way. I think it's, again, I find it a tad suspicious, but at the same time, I understand, you know, especially if, like, Cherry has already, you know, she's already dealt with verbal abuse from Xanderhal, so I don't think it's unreasonable to delete all of her messages, although it does make it difficult to confirm or deny any of these claims. And to be fair, they should have been aware of this when they made this stream. I don't know why they thought this would prove anything.
Finally. Okay, so here is Cherry's DMs completely nuked. Here are the messages where I said, LMAO, all good, I hope you're well. For context, Cherry and I had not been interacting all that much, right? And we hadn't been interacting much because of that whole situation I told you about where Cherry did the exact same thing they're trying to claim Xander as an abuser for towards me. Spam DM me. I would love to show you receipts. Cherry literally deleted their account the next day. Xander, remember whenever I came into your room, I showed you how they had texted me and how they had like a mental breakdown on me in the middle of the night?
I think Cherry got a new phone, so I'm guessing as they probably deactivated that number. To be clear, like, I know that one of the allegations has to do with paying Cherry. I haven't really talked in detail about this stuff on my stream because I don't want to give it like the dedicated attention. But here's like the perfect.
Now keep in mind that this happened a week ago. I just want to check my calendar to make sure that's correct. Yeah, this happened about a week ago. So that other stream where we had pulled those clips from earlier hadn't happened yet.
Middle ground of I can talk to like the dedicated audience that wants to hear what's going on and see the receipts and not have to deal with the bullshit, and it's not on my stream, so I'm not just like blowing up the drama for no reason. People who care can hear what actually happened.
Exactly.
So obviously we could theoretically end it on like, well, why the fuck did Cherry nuke all their DMs between me, Ethan, and probably at this point Balthazar, though those were saved because Balth messaged me when they blew up on them out of nowhere. That's why I don't want to end there, though, because there's a lot more to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to, like, blow up Cherry. I know Cherry has no care for me and seems willing to try and, like, maliciously go after me. But Cherry's not a public figure. And, like, just... Yeah,
I think at this point, if Cherry's attempting to come after your livelihood and whatnot, you gotta stop covering. For context on everyone here, the reason... Oh, DM discovered the scream. Hey, Demon Mama, speak to me, you lying motherfucker. You've said just about nothing.
Oh my goodness. You know, if you want someone to talk to you, it's not the best way to go about it, okay?
This entire time, you've hidden behind theatrics and drawing out your point. Everything that Cherry has done or everything you're accusing Xander of is matched, and Cherry has done far worse, and you know it. I have all of the receipts from the keffals shit. Whatever you're doing, cut this shit. Get me on there.
Yeah, why wouldn't you let us on? Like, I think...
Well, she didn't want to have a
said
stupid
she wouldn't let
interaction
me
with
on
you.
her stream.
And
Oh,
he's
stupid
still trying to
interaction.
blink.
See?
Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, why not? Hey, Rue. Yo, I'm here, catching up on Tuesday right now. Also, I just got on the bus back from the grocery store, so chat, you all better behave. True. Behave or Rue will come get you. Is Cherry, like, big? No, Cherry's an editor. She was an editor for keffals. She did editing for Xanderhal. I don't know if she works for Demon Mama in any capacity or not. But she's done editing and stuff like that for a lot of breadtubers, you know. She's been paid for it, so she's a professional editor. As far as I know, she doesn't do content independently, but if I'm wrong, one of you guys can correct me.
Let's see if she'll have it.
Yeah. You're not gonna get me to bite the bait of making
She won't
a
do it.
deal
She won't do it.
to you. I will disseminate the receipts and the
Oh, I remembered my thought. So here's the deal. Oh, you meant physically. I have no clue, Demise. I have no clue. So I can understand why Demon Mama wouldn't want to talk to like a former friend in an aggro way. Okay, that would be upsetting, and it would also get in the way of whatever she's planned for her stream. I don't even think an exchange would really be worth it, to be honest with you. I don't really think he's got anything worthwhile to say.
evidence that you're lying, and not only that, but Cherry is themselves malicious, and I should be given shit for covering for Cherry, but you know, keep on milking it. I'm glad to see that I'm
generating so many views. I can see that I'm becoming a real YouTuber.
God. So
I don't know if
silly.
she's
Now, this whole covering for Cherry or covering for Keffals business, I don't really know what they mean by that. These leaks, the Keffals leak specifically, was not something for Xanderhal to leak. Demon Mama was just respecting Cherry's wishes to remain anonymous at that time, and Demon Mama has also said in the past that she didn't want to get involved, and that's a fair thing to say when your friends are fighting. I don't want to get involved, don't involve me, okay?
still watching anymore. Regardless, to basically
They
get a little
would-
deeper.
Well, these people are
Oh,
cowardly.
sorry.
You see, these people are so cowardly. So I want to run something by you really quickly before we speak anymore. Do I have full permission to talk about the things that Cherry covered for, and things that have not been brought up with the Keffals drama yet that we have receipts for? Because I have them pulled up currently. I saved all of them.
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna go.
I am gonna go at 1.5 speed through this part because literally everything that they say is stuff we already know. It's stuff that was known like a year ago. A year ago? Less than that, probably like 9 months ago. So we'll fast forward through that because we already know about all of it. I'm gonna spoil that for you. They do not say anything that we did not know already.
Go ahead and run through this really quickly. So do you guys, does everyone remember the Keffals drama and what happened? So the TLDR of it was originally it was personal drama between Xander and Keffals, okay? And with Xander and Keffals, what ended up happening was that Keffals was being buddy-buddy with Shu, who jacketed Xander. If you want to disagree with me that she didn't, go ahead and watch my President Sunday debate. Absolutely ream that.
Thank you for subscribing, Felix. I see you. It hasn't gotten to OBS yet. Will they shoot the Twin Towers? Come on, Keffals, shoot the Twin Towers. Let's go. Maybe she won't. Maybe she's hiding.
And he was crying by the end of it. Anyways, point is, Xander was upset by this, and he feels pretty betrayed by someone he considered a friend. Cherry then gets fired by Keffals from her job. Cherry no longer had a job with Keffals because Cherry worked with Xander. Cherry...
Xanderhal is the kind of guy my father was thinking of when he'd lecture my sisters about guys who need their mother to cut the cord more than they need a girlfriend. True. See, here's the thing, chat. My parents are pretty old school. I got kicked out at 18. I had to get, a job. I went to college for a little bit, but when I came back, I had to get a job. I had to get my own apartment. I had to manage all my own shit. All right? So, if Xanderhal's parents didn't teach him those skills, that sucks. But that's not on anyone else to learn them, okay? He is responsible for his own finances. There we go! There is that shooting them Twin Towers right there. Don't we love it, chat? We love our 9/11 memes here.
Becoming frustrated, comes to Xander with a ton of information about this, right? Tons of it. Information pertaining to things such as mocking rape victims, the fact that she did pocket the 100K, the fact that she runs private doxing situations, the fact that Cherry was aware of all of this and silent. And whenever Cherry told all of this to Xander, she began saying, oh, well, I'm worried Keffals will go after me. And I was like, that's a pretty reasonable thing to, be worried about. That's pretty.
It doesn't really help your argument when you're like, well, she hit it, but also it was reasonable to be worried. Wait, which one is it? It can't be both.
Reasonable thing. If Cherry could be victimized by Keffals, we have to be careful about how we talk about this. We can't let everyone know that Cherry had, leaked the Keffals stuff, because then Cherry's in danger. We shouldn't do that, right? And I'll get to
There's also concern that Cherry knew this really bad stuff Keffals had done and was continuing to work for Keffals and be friendly with her and cover it up. So telling me this was also nerve-wracking for Cherry, because if I out it...
See, here's the thing here, alright? Regardless of how I or you feel about Keffals, okay? Let's look at this situation. If someone works for their boss and they're dependent on that income, what do you think they're gonna do? You think they're probably gonna want to be silent, right? They're gonna want to confirm some things, talk to some other people, maybe line up another job. This just was not his thing to leak. This was not his fight. He made it his fight for some fucking reason.
And it gets outed that Cherry is the one that knew this, then it looks like Cherry, there's some implications on Cherry for having known what Keffals was up to this whole time.
Yeah, and on top of that, right, so we had a bit of a conundrum, Xander. We were like, what do we think about this? Do we respect Cherry's wishes and try to keep them safe? They did come forward. If our issues were that they didn't come forward about this problem before, but they did now, that's punishing them for doing the right thing or that kind of thing, we should protect them, right? That seemed reasonable at the time. Well, that was when we assumed Cherry was normal.
At the time, Cherry was
I can confirm that none of us are normal, okay? If you are a streamer, if you're in streaming spaces a lot, okay, congratulations. I, the CEO of autism, have diagnosed you with autism.
Bitter at Keffals, I recall correctly, because Keffals had what Cherry interpreted as fired them on stream, and that had Cherry like very angry and ready to tell me all of Keffals' dirt. And when that anger went away, much in like I wonder if a similar situation has happened here, where it's like being vindictive towards somebody because you've had like a temp.
Currently, Ethan is scrolling through Xanderhal's document manifesto on this situation. I've looked through the whole thing, chat. We can look through it quickly afterwards if you'd like. There's really nothing relevant in it. It really rehashes a lot of old drama that has been gone over 1,000 times. There's nothing that actually defends Xanderhal in here. If anything, it just kind of makes him look weird. Rue, I think very few people are 100% good or bad. That includes Xan, even though I think he's done a lot of bad things and desperately needs some therapy. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, I don't want to use drama as a way to be like, this person is a bad person, this person is a good person. You know, I'm not God, okay? I can't determine that. All right, and if you guys want to determine that, that is up to you, and you do your own research and all that shit. Okay, I can't tell you that.
Very like out of anger towards them, but Cherry tells me this stuff. Only the things about Keffals are actually true, and provides me with some receipts for these things as well. Not everything, but a few things.
So I don't know how much of this.
Oh, you're
is
going
actually...
through the original.
I'm going through the original. I have it. I saved it.
Original?
Yes, it is. I saved it. So remember this
Holy
nuke
shit,
Xander
yeah.
talked about forever that he wanted to release? Well, why do you think we didn't release it? It wasn't to protect Cherry, like we originally were going to not release it. It was because whenever things had become so insurmountably important that Xander needed to release this to protect himself because he lost 10,000 subscribers, White Nervosa said she was going to drop his website if he came out with it. And they treated it as if this was too...
Now, again, this wasn't Xanderhal's thing to leak. I think it's completely appropriate for that to be stated and defended, okay? If you don't like what White Leaf is doing, if you don't like what the co-op decides, get another web designer, okay? That's how that shit works. Sandals, God is a professional. By that I mean fake. Well, whatever, pick your poison, man. But yeah, I think it's totally reasonable. This wasn't Xanderhal's thing to leak.
protect Cherry. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Cherry was never in danger and was not in danger. Cherry was playing it up to avoid any kind of accountability for what they had been.
Well, then this contradicts with your other points then, okay? If Cherry wasn't really in danger, then clearly you're overemphasizing how bad this behavior is. And I think doxing is very bad, by the way. Don't dox people, chat. That's rude. It's also possibly illegal, depending on where you live. But you cannot say, oh, you can't make a big deal out of this, and they say, well, Cherry was never actually in danger. To be fair, I think this is a very good reason to not want to talk about something, okay? Nobody wants to get doxed. Now, that never ended up happening. To my knowledge, at least. Cherry was never doxed, but at the same time, at the time, how was she supposed to know that? Okay? So, we need to keep our points straight here, Ethan.
Covering up, right? And on top of this, right, here's an example of Keffals DMing Cherry a dox, right? Kiwi Farms doesn't have this. Keffals did it herself. Keffals would regularly dox people, just like Kiwi Farms did, and share it around in private circles, and it would eventually disseminate into general public knowledge, right? And Cherry knew about this. And the only reason Cherry came to us about this was because Cherry was being vindictive towards Keffals after Keffals had backstabbed Cherry. So we can go forward, obviously. Sorry, some of this isn't even all that relevant. No.
Yeah, a lot of it's about the Keffals stuff, but you should just generally, here's an example, like Keffals just talking to Cherry about turning on people and stuff. Like, Cherry was very duplicitous and always suggested that we turn on people.
Oh, duplicitous. What a large word.
So there's a trend of that. Really, the thing that Cherry did that was the most problematic was the telling me the...
Oh, by the way, chat, you should like the stream, especially if you like the content, and subscribe. That's right. Become a part of my road to monetization today.
Information about Keffals that it was so damning, and like at that point I was acting with that information, so like the drama went from me having like a personal disagreement with her to me knowing that she's like just this awful person behind the scenes. Like, it's not just that she and I have a disagreement. Now I know she's scamming people. Now I know that the HRT that she was recommending to people was actually unsafe, and that there were trans men getting or trans boys men like getting their shipments of TRT vials and they had hairs in them, finding out that she's a doxer, finding out that she like laughs and likes.
I find this ironic because Xanderhal has said some pretty weird ass shit about SRS in regards to trans men, like misinformation shit. So maybe don't be the white knight here, okay?
Content and rape victims. These were all things that like I was acting with the knowledge of, which led me to looking unhinged when I talk about her on stream in some cases. And that was a lot of the fuel that fed the fire.
So-
and in the meantime, I'm begging.
I know that Rue has got a link to that, by the way, so Rue, feel free to link that in chat if you can. This stuff with his weird statements about SRS for trans guys.
To release this
Real quick,
stuff. and
JJ Monahan, Keffals is a piece of shit, and you're not
Please don't yell into your microphone, Ethan, okay? Some of us have ears.
arguing that. What is a person who covered for Keffals for at least months? I want to say she worked for.
Okay, but she's working for her. We're not considering all the different power dynamics here. And then Zan is leveling his power as a content creator against Sherry. Alright? All of this is bad, chat. Because here's the thing. In some situations, everyone is wrong.
A year for Keffals. I don't know the specifics. Covered for Keffals for a long time, holding this information, and only came out with it, gave it to us, and then told us we weren't allowed to do anything with it. If we are somehow damned for this, right? Then how is Cherry not as well? On top of Xander having a breakdown on Cherry, Cherry would do this constantly. If I come to you and I break into your DMs and spam your phone and you're dependent on me for your income, and I'm constantly forcing you to do emotional labor to take care of me, right? And then I come and I say,
This is bullshit, okay? If you don't like how a work relationship is going, get another editor. Fire. Dismiss.
hey man, when you blew up at me after I had failed you in a part to do with your finances that could lead to you going homeless, when you blew up on me, that was abusive. When Cherry would do this for things like not getting attention at 1 a.m., Cherry would go out of her way to DM Xander's friends, such as me, right, and try to wake him up in his home physically to try to get his attention. And like I said, this is so bad that Cherry went through and deleted all DMs with everybody. We can't even show receipts because Cherry doesn't want there to be receipts. Which side do you think is wrong? The one that is lying and hiding shit, or the one that is trying to show receipts and being denied it? If you
Well, you can't actually say anything if they're not there. I think it's reasonable to find deleting everything suspicious, but again, if none of it's there, none of it's there. You still can't make a definitive statement, and that may suck, but it's just life.
at this point have any trust in Cherry, you do not want the truth. You want to believe your biases.
I feel like the deleting the receipts is pretty obvious. So I feel like what people probably have the biggest problem with is the framing of my DMs out of context. There's a very good reason why Cherry deleted their messages. It's not just so we can't find receipts to prove any of our points. It's also to eliminate the context of our conversations. So when she shows those screenshots, I'm not watching her stream because I'm not interested in fan fiction. It's not my thing. But what I'm imagining is any moment where we had an argument, I'm trying to remember every moment we had an argument, or I know that I saw one clip, and that's the clip of her going over when I was just blowing up Cherry's messages to get a response, because I needed them to forward me that file.
So remember during our slideshow, when I showed you those screenshots of all of him constantly pinging her? Alright, that's what he's referring to here. That is not normal, okay? And let's do the ultimate steel man, okay? Let's say that Cherry was just as abusive towards Zan as Zan was towards her, okay? Let's say that that's true. Doesn't matter. Doesn't excuse what Zan did. It just means that they're both wrong. And that is accountability.
response from anyone else either, so I needed it from Cherry. Someone else could have provided it. It wasn't just Cherry that I was relying on. Cherry was just the only one with access to it that was online at the time and was like close to responding because the little thing was lit, and I knew that I was blinging through every time. And yes, they did do that where we were hanging out together and you woke me up in the morning.
Cherry's
and you
character.
showed-
We're gonna put it on 2x speed because they're gonna focus on this for a little bit, and again, there's no actual new information here about keffals or anything else. So
your
Hold on,
phone
real
and
quick.
Cherry...
Someone said Cherry's character has nothing to do with not paying them. You offered to pay Cherry continuously. The times in which you said you would not pay Cherry.
and that chatter is right. It has nothing to do with that. It doesn't matter if you like Cherry, if you like her, love her, hate her. That doesn't mean that she doesn't deserve to get paid.
Are times in which the channel would die, such as what was shown on the stream in which you would hypothetically go homeless, how you're expected to pay Cherry when they led to a situation in which you go homeless, I don't know. And then, what is the accusation? Is it that Xander didn't pay Cherry,
I can respond to this way better, because I know the situation more, but like, you're now my editor, so you can kind of test on your end.
Okay,
like,
so, do you guys want some context?
Okay, I don't know how long he's been Xanderhal's editor, alright? But this is not... I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. This is like one of the most unprofessional things I've ever seen in my entire life, okay?
Of how Xander pays. This month, I had to drive cross-country, and I also had 10 days with no power. I could not edit for Xander. I still got out some juicers, and we got best views we've had in months on this month, but I wasn't able to do as much work as normal. Xander paid me on time what I was owed consistently, okay? And also, Cherry is on stream, or Cherry is telling Demon on stream that they ran everything. And while that is technically true, do you all want to see the extent of what running everything means for a Xanderhal stream?
Now, this is very misleading. He says... they ran everything, and then he's like, well, do you want to see how easy it is? But Cherry was clearly running more than just a stream. If Cherry was filling out tax forms, okay, those B9 forms, that's way more than just running the stream.
It's really simple. Okay, we go to Premiere Pro. All right, let's open up Premiere Pro. Do you guys want to see the work that has to go into editing a Xanderhal video? It is not a lot of work. $1,500 is a very fair rate for that, and I'll show you fucking why. Okay, I'm going to show you what Cherry did. Cherry trained me on this job. If Cherry's going to claim they were being underpaid, they're a fucking liar. Okay, you want to see the extent of the work? We open up...
I don't think Cherry has ever claimed to be underpaid. You guys are free to correct me, but I don't think that claim has ever been made. The only claim that Cherry's made is that she hasn't been paid for that last month and a half of work, which is true.
A template. This template is the same every single time, okay? We delete whatever the most recent video is, okay? We open up... we open up a video, right? Let's say, oh, I haven't done our third upload today, so I'll go ahead and do our third upload right now, okay? So I don't even look at the video at all. I throw it onto the timeline, okay? I'm going to zoom in without needing to play the video at all. I can trim the intro because I know what it looks like. I can set it to where it needs to be. I pull this out. I set the outro to where it needs to be. Pull this out. Pull this here. Zoom in. Set the opacity to fade out at the end. Just 1 second. Set the opacity to fade out on the last one.
I will say, one thing that I've learned from all this is I always try... I need to upload more segments because I was putting way too much work into edited segments, okay? Clearly, if this guy can do it this easy, then I should be a cakewalk.
Last frame is the longest step in this whole thing. It goes to 0, right? Then I scan this and I try to see if there's any seconds where Xander doesn't talk. Because that happens sometimes when he has to search. Seems like there aren't. Then I go to export and I type whatever the title is, and that is the video. That is the video. That is rendering time is what makes it take forever, right? But that is, I do that 3 times a day. That is my job. That is,
I mean, like, I pay very well, especially considering Cherry. I need to remind you all, and I could. The thing is, I can probably provide screenshots that are just like my responses to these things, but I don't know how well that illustrates it. Is there a way to like zoom all the way to the top of your messages with somebody on Discord? Like the very beginning, like
you could.
See, this is one of those things where like you should do this before the stream, okay?
Search by date and then oldest. Anyways, point is the longest part of the
I
editing.
wanted to add more context.
Oh, okay, sure.
I got yeah. So the editing process is very simple, fair, but you know it can take more time for others, and you know I can see how other people can. The fact is that when Cherry first started working for me, I was currently dealing with a birthday present from YouTube being a YouTube strike, and my channel was in a bad place. Like it was not looking good, and I had Cherry multiple times a day at that point messaging me. I just kind of saw their messages and was like, oh, they're messaging me, and they were offering me like a position for editing, like to edit for me, and I could not afford an editor at that time more than ever. Like, I was not in a good place financially. I was very much deep in my relationship with Lonnie when I didn't know I was having money taken out from under me constantly. And so I messaged Cherry back eventually and, responded to their asking to be an editor with, like, hey, I can't pay for that. I'm sorry. At least not, like, for a while. Maybe in the future. And they're like, oh, no. I'm fine with editing for free. I want to edit for, like, big institutions, organizations, like news organizations and stuff in the future. And I need something on my resume. I consider this, like, college volunteer hours, because I was in college at the time. I was like, okay, I mean, I'm definitely going to pay you, though. And as soon as I can pay you, I'm going to try to...
This is all irrelevant, okay? It doesn't matter if she wasn't paid at the beginning or not. We're talking about this last month and a half of work. This doesn't matter.
You back everything that I owe from the time you're working for me when I can. And they're like, all good. We quickly became pretty good friends. They definitely had problems, like you mentioned before, like they definitely had their fair share of mental breakdowns and stuff when things got stressful. But I have those too sometimes. Like, we are both autistic, and if you're autistic, you know that, like, when shit starts to go bad, or things even seem like they could be going bad, it's hard to fight your brain from assuming the worst case scenario and sending you in panic mode with a physical reaction. And so...
Oh, look who is reviewing the video! Is it the CEO of autism? Me? Yes, it is. I am very autistic, chat. I was diagnosed when I was 5, which is pretty impressive if you are an AFAB person, assigned female at birth, okay? Because that was back in 1996 when the diagnostic rate for, like, AFAB people with autism was very low, okay? I am incredibly autistic. I'm very proud of my autism. It's not an excuse. They teach you coping mechanisms to deal with this stuff. Alright? I've got my own little routine. I've got all my shit together. Okay? I may look like I'm 15, but I'm actually 33. And I've pretty much had my shit together since I got sober from opioids at like 25. Or 26. However old I was in 2016. But, yeah, this isn't an excuse, okay? I've had some pretty bad autistic moments where I've really wanted to have a bad meltdown or something like that. And you know what I do, chat? I go and I meditate or I write in my journal. And then I'm fine. Or I sit in a dark room. Or I can teach you something good, chat. If you have issues with sensory stuff, I do this thing called floor time, okay? Just lay on the floor. Just lay there for like 5 minutes. It's floor time. Sort of like taking a break. So that's one easy thing I just taught you. Maybe Xanderhal should watch my streams more. Rue, I've been on my own since age 17. I learned some stuff in school, some stuff from my family, my older sisters, and one of my aunts, more than parents, to be fair, and figured out the rest on my own. Yes, I too have had to figure out a lot of this shit on my own, okay? Many people do it, chat. People that, have a lot less than you or me. Not an excuse.
Like Cherry having those problems, I didn't have too big of an issue with it. We remained friends and had a good working relationship. And once the channel started making money, I started paying Cherry. Not only that, but I started paying Cherry what I think is pretty good for the amount of work they were doing. It started out as $1,200, and then once I was able to afford it, it went up to $1,500. And we actually had an arrangement, and Cherry's lying if they say this isn't true. We had an arrangement for once the channel starts making $6K a month and more, we would
Again, Cherry's never said that she wasn't paid. I don't know where this is coming from.
split the income 50-50 from then on out. So let's say it gets up to 7K, we would split that 50-50, 8K 50-50, so on and so forth, right? Because, it's the channel and the donations, the ad revenue that Cherry is directly working on. They deserve at least half. Nowadays, though, Ethan's getting that half once we get 6K ad revenue per month. But yeah, basically, I started paying Cherry, everything was fine. In fact, I paid Cherry for things that weren't even part of their pay. In fact, at one point, they needed a surgery for
That's on you, bro. If you don't want to do it, or if you're expecting a quid pro quo, sign a contract. Do a verbal contract. Record it. I don't know. Get a lawyer. Do something. You can't be nice. You cannot gift out shit. And this is actually a common abuser tactic. You cannot gift out shit, but you can't expect a quid pro quo for it. That's not cool. Jazz Dog, no rush, but when does the forest start? I need to know if I have enough time. Once we're done with this. So it's 7:30 right now. I'm gonna guess this is... We'll try to go through it as fast as we can. So I'm thinking another hour, maybe. If we need to play tomorrow, then we'll play tomorrow. It's not a big deal. But I started an hour early so that we would actually have time to play. Antifa, did Keffals ever scapegoat Cherry and blame her for mishandling the money? No, Keffals did not. At least not that I am aware of. Sounds like Cherry was more than an editor, more like an admin assistant. In terms of what Cherry's duties were for Keffals, I don't know as many details about that. Although I do know that Keffals has never blamed Cherry for any of that, because why? You know, I know that Keffals became irritated because of the leaks, but like, that's all that I know about. Again, if I'm wrong, you guys can fact check me and let me know, okay?
Tooth, they had like I think an infected molar, I guess it cracked or something, and they were pretty constantly complaining about pain in their tooth. Jaw pain hurts like hell, so I get it. And they needed the surgery, and I think they needed like $400 or $500 for their end of things, somewhere in that ballpark. And I literally just gave that to them for the surgery. It wasn't a cut out of their pay.
Real quick, someone who's subjecting themselves to that long, drawn-out drivel, that repetitive fucking nonsense, has she added anything of context at all, outside of repeating the same clip and showing Xander having a breakdown because he could go homeless?
Don't make me enable follower chat on Kick again. If anybody is on Kick and you want to become a mod, let me know. I need more Kick mods. I've only got one.
Cherry was actually failing her friend, the same way that Cherry would constantly have on others, including me, who barely fucking knew her. Because that's a little weird. They're just saying nothing. And then meanwhile,
Yeah.
we can sit here and we can show you how Cherry was covering for people who were doxing others, covering for people who were laughing at rape victims. Let me see.
How? And not that I don't want to address the laughing at rape victims thing. It's just, to me, compared to all the other things, that's just not, you know, it's not on like the level of doxing someone, okay? It's not nice to do. But I'm sure if we look back in Xanderhal's, you know, streaming career, I'm sure we can find him laughing at something just as offensive. I'm not a big fan of this, like, woke scoldy, like, yeah, I joke police things because I want to make a point in this drama thing. Like, no, dude, focus on the stuff that's, you know, legit very bad, okay? We've all made shitty jokes. But me included, okay?
I can find the laughing at victims. I don't want that for...
Well, I mainly do, but like.
And the reason I point that out is because I just find this on Ethan and Xanderhal's end to be very virtue signaling. It's clear that, you know, he does the edgy joke all the time. It's clear that there is no moral consistency here. Rue, hey, here's a link to the upload where Xan said some done things about FTM bottom surgery. Skip to about 2 minutes in. Thank you, Rue. So, yeah, Xan is treading on this weird territory where, like, I don't think he can sit on his high horse and be like, well, they all did this, and I am completely innocent.
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna pretend like every interaction I've had with Cherry is like perfectly like handsome and remarkable. But like to try and claim that like it was an abusive relationship of any kind is pretty ridiculous, especially when we.
No, it is not ridiculous, okay? And I'm going to say it's not ridiculous because nobody should be screaming at another person because they don't want to leak something that you want them to leak. That's called coercion. That is abusive. It's not like the most serious abuse ever in the entire world, but it's still abusive. It's still bad. It's still, you know, misusing your power, okay? Don't miss me with that shit.
We're just perfectly chill, like talking the other day, and it's the second that Demon Mama puts out her first drama stream is when Cherry like blocks me and then starts claiming this. The fact of it is that Cherry has always been a really big Demon Mama fan, and like was always super hyped about me like doing anything with Demon Mama. Was encouraging of the podcast we were going to do together. It was Cherry's idea. They really like Demon Mama, and Demon Mama decided that this was going to be a smear campaign when Vaush decided he didn't like me anymore. And after that point,
Huge citation needed.
Cherry decided that I'm going to dump Xan, I'm going to reframe our entire friendship and working relationship into the most negative way I possibly can, and I'm going to try to like nuke his channel.
Yeah, and on top of that, if we look at her subs, actually, they were so low, that, what's it called? It's not actually showing them. She had gained 15 subs this month. Starts the...
Rue, where what he said crosses into misinfo and not just degrading, or is where he said that the technology isn't there, is it? No, I don't think so. Phalloplasty was developed during World War I for cis people. Yes. That's why it's misinfo and, like you said, degrading. It's not good. It's not good, chat.
Xander's drama gains 100. Do you guys know how she began this quote-unquote nuke stream? Saying shit like the stream if y'all want the truth and drawing it out for 30 minutes? This is clearly just fucking drama farming. The thing they're
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Xanderhal started it. He instigated it. He made claims about Demon Mama and other people that were not true or misleading. If you don't want to feed into that cycle, if you don't want to give people those opportunities, don't lie. Don't be misleading. Now, whatever you think of Demon Mama, okay, we're all streamers. We want to be entertaining. If that's what our audience wants, that's what our audience wants. She showed receipts. As long as there are receipts in there, fine by me, alright? Rue, men who get their junk blown off and by landmines, the tech will be there because more cis guys globally get fellow than there are trans men getting it. Oh, I did not know that. That makes sense, but I did not know that. Today I learned.
trying to accuse Xander of, the one who barely wants to talk about this on all, the one who I had to push into letting me get onto this stream to talk about shit that's been pissing me off because it involved me. Like, they're trying to accuse him of drama farming. Anyways, for context on the things that Jerry was covering keffals for.
Well, either everyone is drama farming here or not, okay? I think that if you are a streamer and you cover drama topics, that's fine. I have no problem with, like, the concept of being a drama streamer. I think people get very overly obsessed with, like, how the drama community interacts with each other. Sure, there could definitely be improvements. But we're all trying to get views. We're all trying to get clicks. Okay? We're all trying to do that shit. I don't want any streamer, okay? I don't care what you stream, acting like that's not what you're out here to do. We're out here to get attention. That's just it. That's just the facts, okay? I'm here with your facts, your hot facts.
Here was a clip of Keffals saying, being a drama creator is so fucking with my head so much. I see Lily Orchard molested her little sister, and the first thing that comes to my mind is banger content, said to a group chat of friends. Cherry was...
Okay, I want to point out something. One, there was already an acknowledgement of how messed up that was. And number two, I know of other people that cover Lily Orchard and have thought the same thing. Not because they agree with Lily Orchard or because they like Lily Orchard. Because you're a streamer. You want clicks. You want engagement from your audience. Why do you think I give you guys polls? Because I want you guys to engage with me. I want you guys to talk to me. I want you guys to give your opinions. Let's start a dialogue. I can't do that if we're not covering topics that you aren't interested in. So to me, again, this is just stupid. This is nothing criticisms, empty.
Aware of these things, was aware of this constant... I know Cherry wasn't in this chat. Cherry was holding on to this information. I know she wasn't. She was in that group chat? I thought she wasn't. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's how Cherry has the screenshot.
Hey, Xander, do you think you could go find the PayPal receipt of you paying for Cherry's tooth treatment? Because Cherry is claiming you did not.
Wait, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so we're getting real slimy. Okay.
Wow, that's
Still show up.
I unfortunately did not have time to look into the tooth drama. There's too many tooth drama. Okay? Just get your damn teeth fixed.
Even if they like delete their PayPal, right?
yes,
Wick.
it should, I think.
Wick, where's the tooth money? Wick!
At least on your end of transactions. Would have been a while back. Anyways,
Time for another one of those, like that edit I did with the Lonnie thing, where it's the da-na-na.
Oh, speaking of Lonnie, Stardust talked to Lonnie on Twitter, and it turns out that Xanderhal had also lied about Lonnie. Xanderhal said that she was cooking meth in their apartment. That's not true. They both were making DMT. Now, if you're just showing like a generic picture of something, you might be able to convince a normie that it's cooking meth, okay? But it's a lot easier to cook DMT than it is meth, alright? If you don't know what DMT is a hallucinogen. It's a short-acting hallucinogen. It's a tryptamine. It's very fun, okay? Only do it if you're an adult, though, and also don't do anything illegal, chat, okay? And really, there's also no difference between a cis guy who gets a fallow and a trans man who gets it. It's basically just an elaborate form of skin grafting. Yeah, that's true.
It's going through my payment.
So
history every time.
Cherry is in group chats like this where people are like Keffals is mocking rape victims. She's in DMs with Keffals where Keffals is sharing doxes. And Cherry covered all of this until Keffals fucked Cherry over, then comes to us with this information, tells us this information, says we can do nothing with it.
I'm sorry, chat. I had to kill a fly. I got it, though. It was gross. I'm gonna have to go grab a towelette. I'm turning into a French Canadian.
However, and then has White Nervosa, I wouldn't say blackmail because blackmail implies Xander did something bad. But White Nervosa threatened Xander's income by saying she would destroy his website.
To be fair, from White Nervosa's perspective, Cherry could be manipulating them. Like, I wouldn't put past that, because like from White Nervosa's perspective, if they believe what Cherry is claiming, then it's pretty fair to have that reaction, like, oh, this guy's like abusive and wants Cherry to drop, because Cherry's tried to push this idea before and threatened to push this idea before when I wanted to come out with what they told me about keffals. That has always been their sort of like cry bully fallback response. Like they'll get really weird with me. I'm sure you can give some examples of how they would do this, Ethan.
So
like, you know how Cherry would sometimes, no, let me explain.
All good.
You know how Cherry would sometimes get really angry and worked up. I get that too. But then when we'd respond, or usually I'd respond, trying to reassure or calm down Cherry, sometimes they would get like very aggressive, right? And that oftentimes led to some conflict. But overall, like Cherry has a lot of problems themselves, and that led to conflict between us. But I don't really think anything abusive happened. I don't even think Cherry was really abusive.
I think if we want to have like
Cherry out on me even was abusive.
He really can't decide, can he?
I think if we want to
just
have
think
the worst possible interpretation of the situation, shit got too heated between you two because Cherry could not regulate her emotions, and you would lash out occasionally when she would.
Ah! I hate this, chat. I hate it. I hate it. Obama! It's an Obama moment. You probably can't stay up for us because I have work tomorrow. That's okay, Jazz Dog. We can do it tomorrow, okay? Because I took a little bit off, so I'll stream a lot more this week, okay? No worries. I might change it to golf, if nobody else is around, but it's alright. We got more, folks, okay? It is now that time to break them out, smoke them if you got them.
You know, act fucking crazy towards you, which is just human and normal. I think that you're giving Cherry a little bit too much leeway here because Cherry used to be your friend, and you've been too soft on Cherry this entire time, like not talking. I'm sorry, man. This is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's fucking wrong that you're being slandered like.
Is he having like a bait? Like he's like trying to like convince him live on air. I don't know anything about Ethan. I think that they're IRL friends, but this is not stuff you should talk about on stream, okay? Like, even if, let's say, and this is again not the actual argument, this is me steel manning him, okay? So we can counteract arguments. Instead of straw manning, we will steel man. That's the best way to counter an argument. Let's say that Cherry was like a really bad person and stuff. None of this would still be okay. It doesn't matter. Even if someone is a bad person, they still deserve basic human decency. They still deserve to be respected. Especially if you're their boss or if you're contracting them out for something. Don't miss me with that shit.
Shit, man.
Hold on, you should censor that. Don't show Cherry's real name. Hold on,
Oh, holy shit.
You show it?
Cherry's real name?
He didn't show it on stream. But again, this is why you prep, okay?
Did you DM me the PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay,
You show
okay.
It though, right?
I didn't show it.
Okay, I gotta cover up the real name.
Okay, you cover it up and then I'll show it.
Yeah. So actually, believe it or not, since Cherry stopped working for me, I've sent Cherry $500.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Sorry, not $500, $400. I counted an extra 100. But if you look at those dates, Ethan at the top there, that is. Well, not on stream, please.
Okay,
please
okay.
not on stream.
Hold on. I know. I just wasn't sure if it was censored yet. That's why I asked.
Careful.
I know. Okay, so this is a payment to Cherry's real name, or legal name, not real.
How embarrassing, man. Criticizing someone for doxing and then almost dox them. Jesus Christ. That boy ain't right.
$100 on March of this year, $300 January this year, $100 December of last year. Mind you, Cherry stopped working. I want to say that's when they stopped working. Yeah. So that's $500 since after Cherry.
I mean, we can go after the we can go over the document when we're done. It's very I don't like to use this word because it is ableist, but it's the only word. It is very schizo in nature, okay? I think Stardust went over it, but we can go over it. I've got it. I can also provide it if it's been taken down. I can put it on Google Drive. Thank you for pointing that out, Far Left Shark. I'm almost afraid to ask what this document is. The summary of the document is it's Xanderhal ranting about Balenciaga stuff. There's a lot about shoe in there. There's some stuff about keffals in there. It's a lot of old drama. I'm just getting here, so don't know what it is. Yeah, this is Xanderhal's manifesto, I guess, on this whole drama thing. It goes into some really old drama. We can look at it afterwards.
Has stopped working. To claim that Cherry wasn't getting paid is bullshit. Like, bullshit in its entirety.
If you want to cut that and just, like, censor the name, their name that's there under name section, you can just show it on stream.
Because chat for this one, okay? I have all the receipts. I have all the information. This stream was privated almost immediately. And I was sitting there clicking download manically fast. I downloaded it 3 times accidentally, okay?
Let me
the whole line.
let me turn off my display real quick. I'm gonna open up Paint and I'm gonna or Photoshop and I'm gonna hide it. Sorry, listen, as much as a piece of shit Cherry is, I really don't want to show their legal name. That's fucked.
Hey, Cherry's not.
Yes, yeah, it would be very odd of you to criticize someone for doxing and then dox a person midstream. Very nice.
Public figure. It's why a big part of that is like I still got like a
Twitch, if Twitch asks, this is tobacco, okay? Stop marking my videos.
little bit of you know, a little bit of kindness in my heart for Cherry, so it's hard to like, it feels wrong to talk about things that Cherry has begged me not to talk about publicly. A lot of the things that make Cherry look bad, and a lot of things that Cherry is now reversing around to try to use to make me look bad. So to defend myself, I feel like I've got to talk about these things. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to do that kind of shit. It's just like when the Lonnie stuff happened, I had to like delve into personal details to prove that I wasn't in the wrong there. As much as I was able to prove my innocence, it's just Cherry has been by me through all these things and knows how much it stresses me out, even when I'm completely in the right to deal with this shit. I have to dig through receipts, which is a big Cherry knows about my receipts, so they deleted theirs. But like they know how much it's like a pain in the ass for me and how much I'd rather just focus on making content and being a YouTuber and just chilling.
Well, then just focus on that. I don't buy this whenever people do this. You don't have to focus on it. There's been drama about me. I don't even acknowledge it. Because why? Who cares? You having this whole stream and talking about it in subsequent streams is not you trying to move on, okay?
And that's why they know like how to go after me, which is just reverse the shit that they've done to me back onto me in accusations, delete all evidence, so I can't provide screenshots or receipts because they know how much I have to do that. And
Far Left Shark, it's so weird how Xana's always in the right. It's so weird. These things keep happening to him. Yeah, dude, that's so weird, dude. God, dude, he's just the most unfortunate right guy in the world. Damn, dude. What bad luck, dude. Oh my god.
Just kind of play the victim as they've always done. They love just having these little victims.
I've got a little meme for you in chat, okay?
Anyway.
All right.
You want to censor that, Ethan? You can show it. And that's
I've already
just
got it. I've got it on
my
stream
screen.
censored.
Mm-hmm.
It's just here. I mean, here it is, everybody. Here is Cherry being paid well after they had quit. $500 since then. Like, they're just
There's
lying.
Even more payments going back.
Yeah, there's payments
in some
going...
cases, I had to pay Cherry smaller installments because I can't pay Cherry money that I don't have. Like, you know, I paid Cherry a living wage, but not really needing it.
So DM earlier actually lied about you, and I want to defend you here because I know you're not aware of what she's been saying on stream. She said that you made plenty of money during this, and that you did not have hardships because you had all these different sources of revenue. Everyone, I want you guys to show. I'm going to show you guys what the revenue under Cherry's management of the channel actually looked like. There would be times, and this was when it was especially bad.
If you're watching this and you're like, why are we going over this? This is boring. I promise you, the second half of this. It's cringe gold. Okay? I promise. There's some shit in here, okay? Stick with me, chat. Stick with me. You know I never don't deliver, okay? I'm probably one of the most upfront people on here, and that's because I medically cannot help it.
Right? This was after the keffals drama, right? Where there were these dips. I actually have to go back more than 360 days because I've been working for you for 8 months. Holy shit. Is there a way I can see 2023? Okay. There would be times in which Cherry could not do triple uploads, and Xander would average about 9,000 views to 12,000 views. We're supposed to get roughly 40,000 to be.
Can some of you content creators like pull me aside and tell me how this is possible with his content? I clearly am like doing tags wrong, or I know I need to actually upload videos more. So like, if you're a content creator, okay, come to my inbox and tell me how you do your tags and all that shit, so that I'll even pay you potentially.
On track to make the money we need to be able to pay for things to just break even, you know? So Cherry would regularly miss uploads with absolutely no warning to Xander, and then they wouldn't have enough money and Xander would scrape by. If you think Xander is making...
I mean, again, in chat, I'm not trying to say this to be mean. I'm just telling you guys how I would run a business, okay? But before I tell you that, Rue, damn, seems like Ethan is to Xanderhal as Xena allegedly is to Poppy, except D does it behind the... Dang, dude. That's an accusation, but it's pretty fucking funny. And also, you're not calling me Xena. Yeah, Josh, that's right. I fucking see you lurking out there. You... You're in trouble. Anyway. Shit, I lost my thought now. Oh yeah, listen. If someone isn't uploading regularly, or if they're not doing their job, you gotta fire them. You have to dismiss them. And not to be mean, okay? Some positions just aren't for people. I don't buy this, like, well, it's her fault. No, dude. He was contracting her. She was his employee in a sense, right? Not legally, but in like a colloquial sense. So, ask somebody else to be your editor, dog. You take charge as a boss. If you can't do shit like this, don't run a company. Don't be a manager, okay? Also, just a legit, genuine piece of advice, don't do business like this with your friends, okay? There should be at least a little bit of distance in business. And I'm not saying that because I'm not telling you that all content creators are evil, corrupt. No. I'm sure most people are great people. But again, then if shit happens and you need to fire the person, you need to warn the person, you do some kind of disciplinary action, then you're not affecting like a friendship, okay? Just, again, I do have some experience in this. I've ran successful small businesses, okay? I grew up in a small business. You know, I had one of those dads.
Googles of money? He's made about $53,000 estimated revenue from YouTube a year. And if you think stream donos account for all that much, I implore you to go watch the dono...
Wait, sorry, Roy, I didn't see that. Which means PNZ are smarter than Xanderhal and Ethan. Ooh! Ooh! Rue with the fucking kill shot right there. Holy balls!
...on the average Xander stream. He's lucky if it goes above like 20 on streams, right? People don't donate a ton.
It gets
up sometimes.
It's over 100 sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
you know, sometimes you're balling.
Yeah, far left shark, exactly. If you don't think you could fire your friend and still remain friends, then don't let them work for you. Exactly. And also, be careful how close you get with your employees and your, you know, especially if you're the boss. And that is going to mean that things aren't fun all the time. But, like, that's just a responsibility of running a business. And these are other people's lives. Like, you're helping them make a living, okay? You're responsible for them. None of this, she made me. No, okay? I'm sorry to say this. I think it's funny if it flops, whatever, okay? You know how, like, when your mom would be like, when your dad gets... Okay, dad's home now, okay? Breadtube lefties, dad is home now, okay? You guys do discipline, okay? Be real.
To be serious here, I guess I'll get a little personal here, and I imagine people that are being really bad faith will be like, just get it over with, or whatever. But you know, I'm just gonna be real with people. I really fucking hate owing people money. I have what I've always dubbed Walter White.
Do you hate it, Xanderhal? Come on, bro. Come on. Hey, he'll fuck. If your little editor guy wants to come yell at me, he can come yell at me, okay? This is just sad.
Syndrome. In fact, Vaush, when I was living with my mom, and our living situation was not great. Like, me and my mom's relationship was really
Oh
bad
my god.
from a young age. But yeah, basically, when I was trying to save up money to get out of that situation and move to California, and move to California, I was offered $4,000, like $4,000 or more, at least $4,000, I think, by Vaush, and I couldn't accept it. Like, I have...
Why? Why didn't you accept it, you fucking retard? If Vaush gave me $4,000 right now, I'd be like, hell yeah, brother, let's go. Okay? What the fuck? Okay, guys, if someone ever says, I'm gonna give you $4,000, just say yes. It's fucking on their conscience if they're gifting it to you. No quid pro quos for gifts, okay? Holy shit.
Like a really, I just can't do that. And so when it comes to owing someone money because they did something for me, I insist
real
on
quick
paying.
pause. We
fucking
got
back.
to move to it. Okay, so do you remember? Okay, I'm gonna share.
I hate the I insist on paying them back. Also, I owe my ex-editor $2,250. Dude, bro, her blocking you, give it to somebody else. Give it to Demon Mama. I'm sure you can message Demon Mama or something and pay it to her. Then she can, you know, like give it to Cherry or something. Like, what is this? I can't read that, Rue. That's in Welsh. Hey, my strange people dad's home. Oh, okay, well, that's based. My parents are just boring and from the Midwest.
Something private of yours because I don't think you're going to share it, but I think you need to, okay? So there was a period of time around the keffals thing where Xander, remember when your mother was forcing her way back into your life and treating you just downright horrific? And
what is this, dude? We're gonna witness some psychoanalysis right now.
this happened around the time, I want to say around the time the keffals shit happened, and you started spiraling. There was a thing in which you posted to Cherry in private having a mental breakdown. You said, you wish to harm another creator. I'm not going to say the words to not potentially get the channel taken down. Pretty awful, right? However, at the same time, this is a person who laughed at rape victims. This is a person who doxed. This is
I'm gonna say something really controversial, okay? I hope you guys are ready for this. Even people that laugh at rape victims and dox other people don't deserve to be beaten to death by a gun. That shit be painful, okay? That's why that threat is disturbing. It's not because he's doing it. I'm sure we've all gotten mad and, I don't know, said, oh, I'm gonna blah blah blah, you know. But you don't like plan it specifically. You don't like yell, I want her docs. Where's her doc? Like, it's going beyond just a thing of frustration at that point. That's actual vindictiveness. It's a problem. Just, I wouldn't even say that like a violent criminal deserves to be beat to death, okay? Do you know how long that takes to beat another person to death? Like, it's disturbing. Dr. Phil moment, okay?
person who was lying about Xander trying to destroy his fucking like career. Like I'm gonna be real with you all. If you think
He hates sound mixing. He wants my stream to have bad mixing. He's
Xander is a bad person for having a mental health breakdown because someone
trying so much better to get audio mixing or better at audio mixing for my fucking stream, and then this.
was trying to destroy his career, and that someone was a person who would laugh at rape victims, who would dox others, who would pocket hundreds of thousands of dollars that were supposed to be going towards pushing back against police brutality. If you're really going to try to DM Xander for having a mental breakdown and saying he wished to harm that person, I don't think you're a serious leftist. I'm going to be so real. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Ah, yes, the definition of leftist. Your loyalty to Xanderhal.
To be clear, by the way, I fucking rage post about people that are awful all the fucking time. Like, if you watch my stream, on stream I make jokes about how, like, creatively...
Okay, so this next part is actually against YouTube's terms of service, so I have to disavow it beforehand, okay? Or at least I think it could be against it. I don't actually know, but I'm cautious about that shit. So if you're from YouTube and you're, like, looking at this, don't do this, chat, okay? Don't do it. Rue, hey, I felt dirty saying the P and Z are smarter than Xan and Ethan, but it's also kind of true. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the thing. That's why it's such a hard burn, because it's true. Non-leftists are fine to threaten with a beating. Got it. Yeah, exactly, for a left sharp. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm laughing. It's just like a cope laughter. Like, you know, some people, when they see something cringy or whatever, they laugh or they like make a funny face or whatever. I like laugh because, God, holy shit.
I make jokes about how people that are bad should die. In Minecraft, you know.
I just
Don't do that, chat. Don't fucking violate the YouTube terms of service, even if it's in a creative way. What are you doing? Why? Like, how is that not morally reprehensible? Like, I'm not saying that you can't ever say it in any scenario, okay? Especially if you're not on stream. Like, you know, we're not special snowflakes up in here, okay? This is adult chat. But It's so immature, you know? Like, it's so unserious.
I think it's very funny that
but
we've been pushed
add
into.
context.
Sorry.
Add context to this, though.
We've been pushed. Look what you made me do.
Cherry at this point was keeping me from dropping this nuke that I'd been teasing. So not only am I getting like ran through by like the entire online left at that time because Keffals has so much goodwill in that space, but on top of that, Cherry
What are you talking about? At least not anymore.
has all of the stuff that I need in order to absolve myself of looking like the asshole because it puts
Tharlev Shark Zan went straight to contacting Keffals' ex because checks notes she watched a shoe video. Really? Did Xanderhal contact her? I always thought it was the other way around. Are you serious? Because if that actually, to be fair, I hadn't really joined the space at the time. I was like a really new content creator. A lot of my shit was real cringe. Like, I feel like I've gotten a lot better in that time, but I do know that her ex went around to different content creators. I'm not going to say their names because I don't think most of them actually knew the situation. But, like, you know, that was like a thing that happened. And I think that if you do that to your ex, okay, that's a really fucking weird thing to do. Like, you should not be going, if you like date a content creator, I mean, you can. I'm not saying it should be illegal, but I think it's inappropriate and says a lot of bad things about you if that's what you want to do after your breakup. Like, sorry, dog. Rue, at least I stopped myself from saying I don't know what that means, which is, hey, kittens such kitties, which is how I greet my literal cats. Oh, that's cute. I can't read that because that's funny language.
everything into very good context, everything Cherry told me. Obviously, all that stuff's out. Well, not all of it, but a lot of that stuff's out now, and, you know, Keffals got destroyed, you know?
No.
But regardless, I wanted to get that stuff
No,
out.
no. She didn't get destroyed, okay? I consumed her, okay? We are now one. Alright? This is where the hyper jet debate bro shit kicks in, okay? I have become the stronger Keffals. Okay? Whatever, I hate this space now. I don't hate it, but I'm trying to remake what was with my own space. So, you know, don't be a weirdo here and get all, like, parasocially attached to someone, either positively or negatively. Like, the fact is that most people were not, you know, they weren't giving money to Keffals GoFundMe or whatever. Like, water under the bridge, dog. Hello, hello, Frasier. The chat turning Welsh again. I know, I don't want it to. You guys insist on speaking in weird ass languages. Also, I'm sorry for spurging. I just I had to inquire into that.
And watching as I'm getting just constant shit. A lot of it from people that genuinely watch me and like my content. I think that I've like
Meanwhile,
gone horrible against Keffals. Wait, let me finish. Go on. I gotta.
Oh, I just want to say, okay, that I've never liked Xanderhal ever. Like, it started even when he was still Pig Puncher. Okay, I was right. Y'all were wrong. I've got a huge fucking brain.
Yeah, I'm finally getting to talk about this. I'm
All
like,
good,
I'm
all good.
venting it all out. You know, it's like a fucking valve go. So on top of that, like, what else can I do realistically? Like, besides rant to Cherry about how shitty the situation is, because they were still, you know, kind of playing like they were, you know, my friend and stuff, despite not letting me release this info they knew about Keffals. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah, it's not yours. He's so okay, dude. Don't ever accuse Demon Mama of fucking drama stirring again. With this entire time, you're so mad that you couldn't drop like this drama commentary nuke. Like that's it. It's literally like, you mad, bro. Like, I am offended. It's hard to believe that I watched this before because I forgot some of the heinous shit in it.
Okay, well, I mean, as long as we're still cool, I guess I'll just kind of, you know, rage post about it. I don't really see how that's bad. Also, Keffals is like an awful person.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. If you guys want to try to condemn Xander for saying what he did in private while having a mental breakdown during one of the lowest points of his life about a person who is who she is, who has done the horrific things she is, I don't think you actually believe anything you do. If someone came up to you and they said,
What a fucking line, dude. What a great what a great defining thing. Jesus.
man, I really wish insert like right-wing politics.
And y'all can go in the chat and be like, you're sweeping. Look, dog. Zan is so much more cringy than Keffals ever was. And I think that if you disagree with that, you're factually incorrect, okay? Not even as a fan, okay? At least she was funny.
Who did something shitty, like blew up in a plane. You wouldn't think them crazy, or you wouldn't think them crazy if they said, I would fucking drive a car into their home, right? Like, let's just say this shit constantly, and it's not civil, it's not like the moral thing or whatever the fuck, but be serious with me, okay? I'm not going to play this stupid
Why are you talking about if people are real leftists then, if it's not a moral thing?
drama game in which we need to pretend as though we're all these virtuous fucking angels, we're human beings. Xander said that he
These virtuous human beings that don't balance their audio. I could have done this before stream too. I just fucking forgot.
wished to harm a creator who laughed at rape victims, who doxes people, who was trying to destroy his livelihood during one of the lowest points of his life. God forbid he have negative thoughts that he shares to one of his friends in private about a...
Look, I'm not gonna lie. For any of my friends watching this, if y'all say this shit to me in private, I'm probably gonna call the hospital. So, shit like that is like a medical emergency, in my opinion. And I also would say that it is out of caution as well. That's not normal, okay? If your friends say that to you, be like, hey, are you okay? Do you need to go to the 72-hour hold? Because they might. And I don't even say that making fun of them. I, too, have been in the 72-hour hold, okay? Make God right admission what you will. I thought Zan was kind of entertaining back in 2020 when I was especially depressed and watched just disappear. I mean, I'm not saying that he was never entertaining or never funny. Like, I got to see him puke on stream live with that weed thing. That was pretty funny, although maybe not for the reasons he intended.
Awful fucking creator. And if you want to defend keffals, I implore any one of you motherfuckers to try me. There's no defense of this.
It reminds me of like one of the classic stories in streaming. Obviously negative opinions towards this guy, but he's been around so long. A lot of those like OG streamer stories come from that sphere. But Destiny was like just a StarCraft streamer back in the day, and there was this kid who hated him in StarCraft that would pay to script Kitty his stream down. Like,
ah, yes. Let us justify our behavior with Bonelli. As if Bonelli has not like disavowed himself in that situation since then. That's just... Oh no. Oh no, chat. Look, I'm not going to defend what Keffals did, that was bad. But I've also seen her capacity for incredible kindness without any exception to get anything or any expectation to get anything from it. I can't say the same for Zan. I don't know Zan personally, so I can't really say anything on a personal level. I would agree with Keffals though. And as I say a lot on this stream, I've got friends in low places, okay? I know people that have done worse shit, and yeah, I don't agree with what they did, but they're still my friend, so, you know. That's how you get the world to change, chat. Obviously, this wouldn't count for people that they hurt, because that would be a lot of emotional labor, but, you know. If you come in from an outside situation, it's not always the worst thing.
DDoS it and knock his stream out every day. And Destiny like did everything in his power that he could to stop this kid from DDoSing him, and he was losing like tons of money, tons of his income, his livelihood was threatened. And Destiny said in a DM that
I know some of the people will be like, "Oh, you know." It's different as well when you become a content creator and you actually see all the bullshit that people have to deal with. There's so many people that I'm like friends with now, or really good friends with now, that I used to like talk shit about when I didn't know them because I was being retarded and not considering like what their feelings would be or what they were dealing with. I don't know. All I can say to you, chat, is you don't need to follow the pack with that shit. Like who you want to like.
He'd actually like written out an entire plan to like get his gun, drive, and like find the dad, and like it was like a whole detailed assassination plan.
Like for example, I like the Fresh and Fit pod. They're like red pill guys. There you go. That's my dark secret, chat. I am a fan of the Fresh and Fit pod. I know. I'm going to hell. One of my sisters has arguably done worse, and I'd say the sister was also a good person when you weighed her good deeds against her bad ones. Oh yeah. I mean, I think there's no use in getting over focused on it, but yeah, like people just be wilding out here. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It doesn't really match my experience with people in real life.
But like, you know, it was just him.
That's not like a diss, by the way. That's just what my experience is.
Ranting, you know, like when someone's threatening your livelihood and they're also a horrible person framing it as otherwise to attack you, yeah, you're gonna say some pretty fucking spicy stuff. I feel like at that point though, anybody who's really put off by something like that, or I'm teetering on the edge of, like, if you are so uncharitable that you interpret the stuff with the, like, knowledge that we have with sharing, giving all, like, evidence and everything, if you're willing to be uncharitable enough to interpret me as, like, a bad person or whatever, I can't really stop you, because it doesn't really seem like...
Hey, chat. You can't say that about me. I explicitly said, I'm not telling you who's a good or a bad person, okay? I'm not God.
It doesn't really seem like you want me to not be an abuser or whatever. But I mean, like, if I was an abuser, Cherry could have just dropped me. Cherry worked for Progressive Victory. And not only that, worked as an editor for Progressive Victory and got let go because they couldn't meet upload quotas. So they couldn't with me. I kept them on. Cherry quit for me because I was so insistent on them letting me release the Keffals nuke. And they said it was too much pressure. And I was like, okay, I mean, if you want...
Bruh. None of this matters. I'm not saying it to invalidate your feelings. I'm saying it because, like, it just doesn't. Like, how does this excuse anything? Like, it doesn't. Like, you have to actually... If you actually want your life to be different, you have to actually be like, oh, I actually did that. Yeah, that was pretty shitty. And don't make excuses. Like, come on. Come on. It's time.
To be friendly, we can doors open to you rejoin and become an editor again. I'd be fine to have you and Ethan the editors I could afford. Yeah, I mean, like, they just kind of went a little late on me because their favorite YouTuber is Demon Mama, and they want to help Demon Mama farm the shit out of my downfall because a lot of people want to be able to make their mark online. Cherry's one of those people, and Cherry thinks it's gonna be...
I need to ask you guys. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe maybe Ethan will come here. I'm so desperate for some kind of conflict interaction. I don't know what's wrong with me. But okay, like, what is wrong with Demon Mama capitalizing on that? Like, she already has to deal with the stress behind the scenes. I have. Which is why I think it's fine for me to fucking use this as a drama stream, okay? I had to do some emotional labor, Zan, to pick up your little mess, okay? It wasn't very fun. And I don't know you. I'm not involved with any of you people. But I'm just saying.
With making the mark online and getting closer to the community they're really fond of.
I'm actually, even though I had a little irritable moment, okay, I'm actually really happy that Demon Mama got all those views and shit. Because she is entertaining. She can yap, but... You know, not all of us have hyper ADHD or we need to put things on 2x speed constantly and, you know, just fucking rush through everything.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post screenshots in your announcements because it's just good to have the information. I'm going to let people have the screenshots, you know, why not? We bring
Right, Banks, to be very clear, I match people's energy. So the way that me and Cherry communicated was very reciprocated. So if you think that the way that I
like match people's energy, guys.
talked with Cherry and he completely nuked their responses, DMs, if you think that's a problem, then I only wish you could see how Cherry responded back. Because that's just how we talk sometimes.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe you both were wrong. Wow, what a concept.
Cherry just spammed me with, like, Zan, I'm going to kill you. Why did you say so-and-so on stream? It's just a meme. So you can frame anything out of context how you like, especially if it's a conversation happened while on a call. And me and Cherry have been friends for years now. You would think that they would have indicated, like, a problem, or even come to me about how it was a problem.
You're the boss. You have to do these things. You have to be the initiator. You cannot just be complacent. You cannot do that and be the boss. If you want to be complacent, work for somebody else, alright?
If it was real. Like, this is not an honest, like, I'm coming forward about what I went through type thing.
Oh, I just realized I don't have my fucking shit fit screen because it's a new computer. Sorry guys, I'm currently posting screenshots and whatnot.
I don't really know if I have much else to say.
I mean,
really.
it's just,
like,
it's just.
I haven't watched, not Keffals. I haven't watched Demana's coverage of me because, like I said, I'm not interested in seeing someone's vitriolity lie about me. They're trying to farm benefit for themselves. It's the same thing as what happened with Keffals. I let myself get really down in the dumps with Keffals stuff, particularly because at the time, I want to get super into health stuff, but my mom's going through some health things. And she's visiting me for my birthday, and
also this, like, look. I'm gonna frame this more as just advice rather than like a dunk, because that would be inappropriate. As someone that has parents that, you know, were not great to them, okay? We'll just say that. Zan, why the fuck are you letting this, like, abusive woman in your life all the time? It's literally, like, perpetuating these behaviors. Like, just think about that. You don't actually have to do that. Alright? I've been familyless for, like, years now. It's great. I don't have to do anything when I don't want to. It's based. It's fun. I can choose my own family. They're all autistic and transgender. It's sick.
It's minor surgery. It's nothing super serious, but it's got her acting weird. And due to that, she's kind of, not lately, but back when she was visiting during Keffals' drama, she reverted back to some of her older behavior. That's not very likable, to say the least.
So
especially
what?
dislikable when you're an adult man and you're in a house. You have to deal with it. And it was stressing me the hell out. So I was definitely a bit on edge during all that. And I just let the Keffals stuff get to me a lot. And I feel like this time around, I'm far more prepared for getting lied about and slandered. I mean, I've gone through this several times before, famously, but I feel like I've kind of gotten inoculated to a lot more at this point. 'Cause I remember last.
Why does it have to be lying and slander? Like, there's gotta be some criticism that you can learn from in there, dude. Rarely do big drama things like this contain no valid criticism. Come on. Do I have to send the B over to your inbox? I mean, not that he would go, but still. A B, maybe a lower level B.
At this point, I would have been like, oh, like freaking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely love to see. Demon Mama hasn't shown much on stream. The TLDR of what she's shown was you having a breakdown on Cherry because of the money situation, which is something Cherry regularly did to you, has done to me. It went and deleted her messages to avoid it being shown.
Breaking down about money was Cherry's like weekly routine.
Yeah, exactly. So then couple that with
Well, but we don't know. What was your weekly routine though? Like, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because he doesn't want to acknowledge it, but it's like, goddamn, like, the answer is so obvious.
She then shows you saying that you wish to harm Keffals. Obviously, you said more than that, but I can't say that verbally because you right. Which I honestly do not think is the most unreasonable thing for a person to say in private to their friend during a mental breakdown about a...
Not if it's specific like that and weird, dog. I'm sorry, once you get specific, that's it. It becomes weird. Like, if my friend is like, I'm gonna go kill X specific person, I want their docs right now, I'll be like, yo, like, what's going on? You okay? Not normal behavior, okay? I don't care what anybody tells you.
Person who, once again, really gonna fucking hammer this home. Mocked rape victims, doxes people in private, and we're attacking your livelihood. Very fucking
that
normal.
Wasn't even a mental breakdown. That was just me fucking venting angrily. Like if you've ever like let's be clear here. To be very, very clear here. If you think like venting angrily, being like, this motherfucker dies, like,
Please don't tell the papers I'm owned.
like, if you think that's like unreasonable doing that in private with a friend about someone who's like an awful person, I don't think many people disagree at this point. They're already like very lost. I don't think many people disagree that Keffals was an awful person. What she did was awful. So yeah,
They're speaking about me in the chat. I really hope that Keffals is angry. Okay, they got the stream. Hey, DM, just bring me on. I really want to hear about how you're going to defend Xander lashing out about a situation involving a doxer, a mocker of rape victims, and a person who is trying to destroy his livelihood.
This is such a manipulative use of liberal idpol. I can't respect it. And I do think it's funny when like someone like says something edgy and they're like, oh, you can't cancel me because I'm, you know, that sir applies to me or whatever. I do think that's funny, but this is like actually a bit nefarious, okay? Like, he is trying to weaponize woke scoldry against her in a legitimate way, which is very annoying. Queen Bee, oh hey, hi, you haven't been here for a while. I've missed you. Xanderhal can't even move in the US without help. Doubt he has a passport. Little bro ain't going to Northern Ireland and finding a gun. I know, but like, it's still fucking weird to say. Like, you never know.
If he was making these threats to that person or in public, it was obviously not looking great.
To be clear,
Also, okay, you would know how true this is. Queen Bee. He, like, allegedly, like, threatened his whole family, right? Like, didn't that happen? I swear to God that happened. I just don't have a citation for it. Allegedly.
Demon Mom also knew Keffals was scamming the 100.
Oh, Demon Mom was aware of all this?
All this shit. I sent all these screenshots to Demon Mama, and I told her about all this in call, and she was encouraging me not to release.
It's weird to say, I'm just saying that made the threat non-credible to me. Yeah, for me, it's like, I don't really think about whether or not they're going to act on the threat. It's more of just like, the family stuff is worse, but I thought that was all based on Demon Mama's word without evidence on a VC. Could be wrong. Well, you'd know better than me. So if it's just her word, then yeah, we have to take that, you know, critically.
Because if I did so, it would be a violation of Cherry's privacy. So this shit goes back.
I love how only with someone like Keffals can you see people defending someone like lashing out at a oh my god, this is so silly. Let's see if Demon Mama's willing to even have the conversation. Otherwise, it's no point in like interacting with him. Only with someone like that's gonna cause a lot of echo. Yeah, I mean, I'm just.
I think he's trying to do psychological torture on me with the audio stuff. This is against the Geneva Convention.
Willing to talk about it.
Oh, don't raid Demon Monster chat. I saw someone in the chat saying
Oh,
that.
I mean, there's no point to.
I feel like they might. I don't think they're like they might be from here, but I didn't see them.
Oh, I
chat.
gotta turn on my
Obviously, there's a lot of people over there, but you know, so don't like brigade anybody.
No.
I know that Skip Silence is annihilating Zan's words right now, but he's not saying anything important. Queen Bee, if there was evidence, then we'd see it, but all we see is the message to Cherry. Okay.
See, they're not going to be willing to have a discussion, though. That's the issue. They can't control a narrative if they won't have a discussion. Like, is Demon Mama going to address why she's completely okay?
I will say, I couldn't find the link. I'll have to keep looking for it. So, Ethan debated President Sunday about some of this and got totally annihilated. He seems to think that he won, but he did not win.
With, like all of this shit and was not willing to come out about it? She just won't.
And I told her. I mean, you should just show your interactions with Dragon Screen being deleted.
I got Demon Mama fans brigading my stream.
What up, Zeppo? I love that Zan is like everybody's annoying little brother. I mean, man, I feel sorry for someone with a little brother this annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Hi, babes. Hi.
Show Cherry having deleted directions. That's
Yeah, I mean, I can show you Cherry literally deleting.
Also, this is a dumb claim to make. I hate it when content creators do this to other content creators, okay? I found this stream through Queeman's stream. And Queeman definitely didn't tell anyone to go over there. There were multiple people that were watching the stream live when it was happening. You don't fucking know where people are coming from. Stop with the excuses. It's like they can't, the only reason they're bringing up keffals here is to like distract from the shit that they've done, which is just dishonest.
Messages with me right now. You guys want to see it? Jerry is lying to you all and actively trying to cover it up here. Jerry has done all of this shit and is trying to weaponize Xander having a breakdown on Cherry in private in confidence with a friend. And you can say it's as unreasonable as you want for Xander to have said that, but I genuinely implore you to defend that. I will bring any one of you on into a conversation. Someone give me your Discord. I'll do it.
Anyone?
I want to be very clear, by the way. There's like an entire clique of people behind the scenes that are like very friendly with each other that do this sort of like rumor milling in group chats.
Stop brigading, guys. Oh, don't brigade. Yeah, don't do that. Don't ruin it. Don't poopy touchy, okay? I know. You'll be like, Keldoge, you've done... Yeah. Okay, I'm retarded. Alright, I admit it. I'll always admit it. And I'm proud of it.
No one cares about the chat she had with you? What chat? What?
Actually,
I thought Sunday did send people to Demon Mama stream to ask me on banned, though. I think that's kind of different. Like, if you're banned from somewhere and you maybe haven't asked, I think it's fine to do it as long as it's not, like, you know, every single day or whatever. Like, I feel like that's more understandable, but I don't know what they did, so I don't want to, like, endorse it either. I think it's generally it should be avoided, but there could be exceptions.
No, give me a minute to talk for just a second. I'm going to give some context because I actually got threatened by somebody. You see, when you're a content creator and you have any type of falling out with someone, it could be over anything, you have basically like a way of saying, oh, I knew this person. Let me just claim some shit about them. Maybe even take messages out of context and like frame things a certain
Oh, you poor baby.
way, right? That's kind of the ideal. But at one point, I was friends with somebody. I'm bringing something up very fast. I was friends with somebody who was very flirty with me. She was very, very flirty with me. And at one point, she got a boyfriend. I stopped talking to her as much because that's kind of what you do. If someone's being flirty, you're back as a boyfriend. And she saw that I wasn't really engaging with her as much. And she kind of like messaged me asking, what's the deal? What happened? And I replied saying like, well, you got a boyfriend and we were kind of flirty. I don't know if I want to talk to you like as much after that because it kind of feels weird. And she blocked me and claimed that I was weird. I was then messaged by somebody on Twitter claiming that she was going around the different group chats, claiming that I was like a weirdo incel. And
I mean, like, was she flirting back with you, though? I wouldn't make assumptions like that, because a lot of times people think that people being nice to them is flirting. Like, I've definitely done it. Like, oh dear, this man does have negative riz. We've got another case of negative riz on the Keldoge stream. Little Zanny just needs a hug. Yeah, maybe, but not from me, okay?
lying about me. I was like, Apparently she had done this to somebody else as well. And so I'm gonna bring that message up and I'm gonna send it to you, Ethan. Actually, I think I've already sent it to you before, actually. Let me see if I have. Did I? No, I don't think I did. My bad.
Oh my god, is he rehashing the sex cult drama? Dude, they're rehashing everything. They're rehashing keffals, they're rehashing Ben Yaga, they're rehashing the sex, they're rehashing every, like, big drama. Like, they're on full-blown, like, obfuscate mode.
Let me see. Who sent me this? It would have been... Unless I blocked them.
I'm blabbing here, but, like, Like, for real, like, how long ago was Balenciaga? Like, was that even a year ago? Was that 2 years ago? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking because I don't fucking know.
I don't think I would have. That would be fucking insane.
Of keffals explicitly saying he would kill
Let
people
me search
involved
them
with
up on
keffals,
Twitter.
and then refusing to even acknowledge that. I didn't drop these yesterday. He
Oh,
replied
to be
to
fair,
my
they're
stream
friends with
yesterday
Cherry, so
saying,
they might have
"None of this
blocked
happened.
me.
There wasn't
Oh,
a
yeah?
fuse. Everything we
Yeah,
talked about
they
was just
messaged
two
me a little
friends.
while
It was
ago,
just
so you
two
could probably
friends.
dig up the
That's not what just
screenshot.
two friends
They were
talking looks like. That's
dating a
psychotic
guy,
breakup.
and this girl had done the
It's a-
same
it was a
thing to them,
gamer moment.
and like
It was insanity.
basically been flirty with the boyfriend, even though he was in a relationship, and it all kind of.
I don't care. All this tells me is that Xanderhal has bad boundaries, dude. This guy needs to back it up a little bit. Poor guy is an eternal victim. It's true. I am turning into Ben Thorpe. He is F-slurring. He is victimizing, okay? He is a very victim complex alert, okay? We need to get Thorpe to yell at this man. And it's sad, okay, when Ben Thorpe needs to yell at you.
End up
Yeah.
being some drama. And she messaged me like, "Hey, I heard she's doing this. She's my boyfriend. I figured you should know because I know she's like a liar." And I was like, "Okay. Hopefully that never ends up being drama, but
Wait.
I'm sure one day it will be."
By the way, if I'm ever on either side of this, I want one of you in chat to please fucking beat the shit out of me, okay? This is why I like harsh feedback, because it will prevent me from becoming a person like this. Queen Bee, my only surprise in this is I didn't see stuff leak about Cherry after hearing lots of people say how crazy she was since, like, December. Yeah, like, I knew some stuff, but I kept it in confidence, obviously. Like, I have my own code about, like, you know, leaking, and mostly it's just if people lie about what I say, I will leak stuff, but other than that, unless somebody confesses to being an actual predator or something. But, didn't they all leak in, like, I don't remember. Was it in March or April? Did we need a raid? If we did, thank you. I'm not sure if not.
And she just
Hold on.
messaged
Pause,
me,
pause,
like,
Xander. Pause, Xander.
Ow.
Vaush, not Vaush. She
I'm
said
sorry for the random yelling, okay? He hates me.
we can't watch or whatever. I'm just trying to let you speak while her audio plays, and she won't bring us on. We can't play her stream and speak at the same time. Bring us on, Demon Mama. I'll leave your stream unmuted, playing max volume. Bring me on, and let me force you to have a conversation about this, because right now all you want to do is do theatrics into a camera. Let's fucking talk like adults.
You're doing the same thing, Ethan. You guys, a Spider-Man meme, okay?
Real.
It says, "This is pathetic. You refuse to listen to." I just listen. What do I have to listen to? What do I have
True.
to listen to here? Huh?
Also, I think when I first started streaming, I wanted to be like, oh, this is all... No, a lot of streaming stuff is performative. I don't understand. How do you guys think, or not you guys, but how do these guys think entertainment works? Like, how do they... I'm like that math meme right now with, like, the teacher lady.
I find that DM
My
I got
cards have
sent
been on
because
the
I'm pretty
table since
sure
the
Jay
beginning.
had
There ain't
that
nothing to say about me.
So I could not easily
She
He
won't.
could've
She
been
won't talk on
fine
stream.
To let it go. If
She
you
won't
take
talk
a
on
fucking
stream.
joke after he said a bunch of shit about people, my birthday
That's
boy
very
stream,
weird.
which is me
And
roasting him
then
a
you got
little
people.
Oh my god, Ethan is doing a Sunday. That's true, actually. Sunday can moralize a bit. I don't think he needs to as much. He needs to, that guy needs to chill out a little bit. Just a little bit. I like him, okay? I think he's funny. I like his sweaters, which I am going to buy and wear. What is a Sunday? It's President Sunday. We've developed a unit for President Sunday, okay?
Coming in from, like,
after he
what's
takes
it
shots
called?
at me.
You got people coming in from her chat
What are you
spamming the
talking
N-word
about?
while named
You're
Clorox
in a-
bleach
you're
in my
delusional.
chat.
You're
I just got rid of it.
brainwashing zone.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Zeppo is probably using it to refer to, like, moral frogging. Since Sunday does moral frog. I don't know how intentional it is. I try not to moral frog, but, you know, we all do it.
So,
yeah, that's kind of
When are we gonna
I don't
when are we gonna see anything where
enough from
DM's
her
willing to
audience.
speak? She's
I don't-
claiming we won't. When are you gonna see DM? You said that we won't speak to you. We won't show what you're saying. I'm giving you an opportunity to have a discussion to be able to prove it directly to me right fucking now, and you won't do it. Come on. That wasn't from the DM community, you snake. Who else would it be? I'm a 300 subscriber nobody. Do you think? Regardless,
Dude, so many people are watching the stream, dog. I have 100 and whatever. I have basically no subscribers, okay? And I've had pretty big people pop up in chat. Like, be aware, be conscious, have self-awareness, my guy.
It could be some random right-wingers. Sure. Regardless.
Zeppo, I mean the please let me on stream, please. I have a need to make your stream about me. Oh, well, I mean, I can understand that to a degree, though. I don't know. Like, a lot of this stuff, again, it is performative. Like, it is fun. I would love if Ethan derailed my stream. Whenever they're not going to, because I say that. Because I welcome the derailment. They're like, oh, that he's crazy. You don't want to go near him. But no, I mean, I don't know. It could be interesting. Okay.
We do have people in DM's chat saying things. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be
turn it
very
down for a second.
vitriolic.
I mean, we also have people coming into DM's chat and saying shit like, "Oh, we should call police to their home and whatnot."
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, don't fucking do that. That's not right. I don't care whose chat you're in.
to be clear, there's like, I've basically set a very tight clique of people that act like high schoolers are willing to like burn anybody that pisses them off, right? And that's what I've done. I've pissed them off, and so they're going to do everything in their power to try to go after me.
And that's what I have done. I have done the same thing as them. 17D chess.
The truth is, though, I mean, I'm gonna keep on that grind. For the most part, this year's it seems pretty insular, and while I definitely take seriously people who legitimately think that I'm like abusive because of this, I'll take like genuine concern seriously, but
Well, that's not how you interpret abuse, though. Like, people can do abusive things and not like be inherently abusive or inherently bad. Although I will say that not taking accountability and like throwing literally every like excuse that you can think of, going all the way back to Balenciaga, to like not take accountability is a little bit sussy-wussy. It's a little sussy-wussy.
imagine there's just a lot of people raiding as well and talking. I'm just gonna ignore those people and keep on that grind.
He's not gonna let us on
Want to
stream.
get into VC and talk about what?
And talk about what? What do you mean talk about what?
what?
What do you mean talk about what?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about what? What's the topic? If you're gonna troll, you gotta at least be smarter than this, okay?
The entire situation. Like, how are you gonna pretend that like you like not wanting to speak about this makes you correct?
Well, no. I see you fucked up right there, because what's to talk about? You made a claim that you never made. You're going in with like a ton of assumptions. Why? You just look like a clown here, dog. At least make a specific claim or something. You know, something that is like objective-ish.
Ooh, 1 second.
What did he say?
I found a water bottle just like that one at the park once.
He's making it. He said he's making it seem like people are trying to swat him. Like, I could literally show you a screenshot I got pinged with that was saying, "Leak Zan's IRL info and address anonymously if Xander and Ethan."
Yeah, but who? That's like a random person. Anyone could come in there and say that. It could be like, that could be fucking Barack Obama. You don't know.
It's like from one of her subs in her chat. I mean, it's not like I'm acting like she's.
Okay, so it's the same person in her chat. Then go tell her moderators. Whenever people do this, and then the moderator's like, hey, can you tell us the names? They're all like, eh, they don't send them anything.
Or like her
Yeah,
chat said
question
that's
though.
happening in the
So let
chat.
me see. What do you want here? Let's
Yeah.
listen real quick.
I mean,
Dan,
I
this is
feel
some
like I'm
classic
not
people.
I figured what you're talking about.
Okay, so now she, hold on, Xander. Hold on, Xander. She's actually watching this right now. Hey,
Yeah, I am gonna subject you guys to all of this, because I had to subject myself to all of it, okay?
Demon Mama, let's just talk about how it's a little weird. Oh, she's already paused it. She's not even gonna actually watch it. Coward behavior to not do this on Xander's channel. I went live and forced Xander in this confrontation because originally he didn't want to like dog on Cherry too hard. Legit, what's gotten into you? Literally nothing.
Well, did Demon Mama ban that person? I have no idea. I didn't follow up on it. Even food shops ban people who mentions doxing. Yeah. No, I'm sure she did. Like, I have never seen anything even remotely sketchy in her chat. At least when I was in it, but that was a while ago, so I don't know. I feel like she would. Most people would, probably.
Why you would defer something like
There's way too much audio just leaking back and forth. That's why I had her muted. And she's gonna act like I'm not like fucking.
Oh, you can do that, but you can't balance it. So then every like couple minutes I get "Ugh!" in my ear. Okay, this is hatred against blind people.
Trying to show her half of things. I mean,
watching her
I'm
stream, that's
giving
not
I'm
even
giving
worth
I'm
that.
giving her an
It's
opportunity.
extreme ableist.
She can have me on and talk about this, but she's not going to. Otherwise, I'm going to keep fucking spreading these screenshots that show she was aware that Keffals was mocking rape victims, doxing people, and being all around everything she claimed to hate, and she covered for that. And that's why you reacted the way you did in private, in confidence during one of the lower points of your life. Acting as if you were an abuser during that is psychotic fucking.
Dude. That doesn't make somebody not abusive if they do abusive shit. Man, I'm gonna have to get specific, aren't I? Hopefully. I think I should be okay. I'll wait, though.
Behavior from her.
I'll hang out to it. I'll make you guys wait until the end.
You were lashing out in private to
I will reveal the words. I think I can say them without it being against Toss, maybe.
a friend about a person who is ontologically fucking evil.
Yeah.
I hate this. Again, you're not God. How do you know?
She won't
Well,
debate.
I don't really expect her to.
I said someone called me a lolbertarian. Yeah, totally, man.
What's wrong with being a libertarian?
Why won't she do it? Like, just come talk to me about this, because I want to know how you can defend like saying Xander's a bad person for wishing harm onto a person who has done the thing Keffal has. Like, seriously, especially in confidence when she was directly attacking him and it was during a mental health episode. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
I mean, we don't even know that. I don't know. Xanderhal could have embezzled the gazillion. We don't fucking know, dude. I'm sorry, but this is such a shit argument because you don't know any of these people. These are just content creators. You don't know.
He did, right? But I am saying that it makes sense why that would happen. To try to label him as some kind of like horrific freak, pretty low. Just because Keffals is evil
Hey, as a horrific freak, okay, Xanderhal is not allowed to sit with us, alright?
doesn't justify extreme violence against her. Keep coping. You're correct, it doesn't justify it. However, do you think that
Queen Bee, I actually think Ethan did okay at playing a very weak hand. I think that his confidence is very good. I think that that is what's going for him. As to where Xan is, like a bitch and like clearly emotionally crying. Ethan is very confident, even though, I mean, I guess he gets paid, so at least he gets paid. Zeppo, Keffals must have killed Xan's dog. Yes, she did it with the heart attack gun.
real extreme violence whenever he's talking to a friend and having a breakdown and saying that because she is actively trying to destroy his life? Do you think that's the same thing?
An announcement was like, Xan absolutely vented, like, just say vented, like, fantasizing or something. Like, I wasn't actually, obviously. Don't.
Why? What? You're the one that brought up fantasizing, dude. That's interesting.
Don't frame it that way. I don't want, like, cops called my house. I'm not serious. Also, threatening extreme violence is not real. Like, venting about somebody that you hate.
He made death threats to you, brown-nosed little weasel. Do you? I have a question. If someone makes death threats against someone mocking a rape victim, do you really care?
I don't know. Do you really care? Are you not bringing this up just to, like, manipulatively use I'd pull so that it has bad PR effects? Do you really care? Do you? Come on. I would love to hear him say to my face that he really actually cares about this, okay? You know, cause you guys know what I'm gonna say to him. So it'll be interesting, okay? It'll be I'd pull trap card meets I'd pull trap card. The ultimate trap card. Rude. No matter how you usually feel about President Sunday, even Star, who really dislikes him over how mean he's been to her, admits that the President Sunday call from Ben Thorpe was funny as fuck. Oh yeah, dude. You can dislike somebody and you can still recognize, like, when they're funny. Like Nick Rakita, I think he's a piece of shit. You know, child abuser, fucking degenerate butthole. But you know what? He is funny sometimes. Rakita is funny sometimes, and I think, you know, people are lying if they say he's not.
Let's say he did, because they weren't death threats. But let's say he did. Are we suddenly seeing the defense of, like, mocking rape victims all of a sudden because you guys like Keffals that fucking much?
What the fuck? Like, what is... Sorry, I don't mean... I do mean to laugh, and it is a little bit edgy, but I don't know. He's saying it so much that it's kind of becoming one, you know? It's becoming a grape joke.
I don't think it's that they like Keffals. I think it's that the framing is that like Cherry has a pretty high amount of goodwill. I've always like spoken very positively of them as a
They were
and stuff
they
like
were.
that.
You don't threaten to violently beat someone to death. I think you gotta.
No, you don't. Threatening to violently beat someone to... That's a lot of imagery, you know? Like, it does say something psychologically.
Take a close look at, like,
I will agree, though. I don't think that, like, who made that video? I think President Sunday made a video that was like, Xanderhal is dangerous. Like, we don't actually know that. Like, if nothing happened after this, he's probably fine, honestly. Just because if someone were, like, really unhinged, there's no way they wouldn't do anything after something like that. You know what I mean?
Literally everything that happened after the Trump shooting. Obviously, Keffals isn't as bad as Trump, but she mocked rape victims, pocketed 100K.
Dude, let me compare this smaller content creator with the former president of the United States.
That was supposed to go for police brutality and doxed people. Like, I don't think saying something in private during a mental breakdown that is saying you wish violence on them is actually all that fucking bad. And you're more.
Yeah, true. I also heard that she doxed a building.
You're moral frogging. You're not serious. You don't believe this. If someone on Twitter said that someone laughed at a rape victim, I hope they get hit by a car, you wouldn't think they're a bad person. You really wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you are my current editor, and I feel like if I was abusive, you would probably
Zans?
not be making.
I will say here that I don't think that making rape jokes means that you should be hit by a car. I think that's, you know, it's a little extreme. All right.
Come on to stream, like, let me get this motherfucker. I've
Keep in
dealt with
mind,
Cherry for so long. I
the
know what
reason,
they're really like.
the reason I'm on this stream is because Cherry's lying about shit she has done to me.
Yeah, like
The guy I pay is on my side. I do
mean,
not
to
need
be fair,
I do not
pay
need
you.
Xander's money. I do not need
But the
Xander's money.
accusation-
I won't
yeah, you-
I won't go into why, but I do not need Xander's money. Okay.
Oh, well, that makes me want you to go into why. Clearly, there's an interesting story there. Rue, I was a 19-year-old cringe-lord lulbertarian. That's true. Usually when people say lulbertarian, they're referring to right libertarians, the Libertarian Party of America. But, you know, as a left libertarian, I'm reclaiming the word lulbertarian because I don't like how much the internet has lost, like, that libertarian edge. Okay, that's bad. Y'all is becoming Stalin, and I don't like it.
But also, to be clear though, the accusation is that I did not pay my editor. I very clearly paid my editors.
Yeah, everything Keffel's saying is complete fucking bullshit to you guys. She's claiming she was
Funny thing, Xan was sweeping hard for Koof before the shoe drama. Well, yeah, it's because it's not about. It's really, now, look, I'm sure that there's you know, Xan has valid agreements. I was not there. I don't know what their friendship was like, alright? But, like, the shoe drama was clearly the turning point there. I don't know what kind of parasocial shit was going on there, but dog, you don't need to, like, throw away your career and your credibility for shoe on head, okay? Like, come on.
not Keffel's. Everything Cherry's saying is complete bullshit. Claiming she's not being paid. Here are the PayPal receipts. Claiming that while Xander did have a breakdown on Keffel's about money because Xander was trying to be able to pay rent, Cherry would do this regularly and did it so much that they had to go back through and
Here comes the rent thing again. Okay, so this guy can't save. Well, whose problem is that?
their DMs where they apologize to me for doing it to me. And I can bring this up right now. All of the DMs with me are gone as well. I said, LMA, you're good. I hope you're well. Because this was right after they had been training me on how to edit the job whenever it was swapping to me. They deleted all of their DMs. Innocent people do not delete all of their DMs with you. They don't.
Well, you can say that, and I'll agree, it is suspicious, but without any other evidence, like, there just isn't evidence. You know, like, you can't... You're trying to make way too big of a claim with what you've got.
They do not wipe their
I'd
DMs.
like to remind you all, when I noticed that Cherry duped all their DMs, when Cherry blocked me with a message saying, I'm gonna fucking, we're done, I could have gone use the same program they used to do all of our messages, which would have eliminated literally all the messages being used out of context to make it look bad. I didn't do that because, frankly, I don't have anything to hide. I didn't do anything wrong, really. Like, I'd say
Oh, by the way, guys, if you're liking the stream, please press the like button, hit that subscribe button. We're very close to monetization and watch hours, but we need them subscribers. Share with your friends, okay? I want to be reminding you a little bit more because I want to get there. I want to unlock that little green button, okay? We all deserve it. Plus, when I unlock the store, I can finally release a limited edition Autism, Judaism, and Airplanes shirt, okay? We need this.
I wasn't perfectly well behaved in some cases, with, like, freaking out on Cherry over being gone, but, like, the second Cherry gets back, it's like, okay, you're back. You know, like, that's just me spamming messages at them. And obviously, I vented to Cherry, like, oh, I hate this person, I hope they die.
Did I save the chat? How am I supposed to save chats she deleted?
Yeah, regardless, though, the fact that I have remained to leave these, I'm going to continue to leave my messages.
Okay, I wrote this part in my notes, and I'm just going to tell everybody because I feel like people should know this, or if you're a content creator, you should do this. If you're a content creator, you just save your conversations with everybody. I do. I will admit that. Now, will I release them? Most likely not, unless you're lying about what I'm saying. I will most likely not release them, okay? Or unless you're like a predator or something. So, but yeah, if you're a content creator, you gotta save all those. You gotta keep that archived, or else people are gonna be lying about you a lot.
I feel like kind of shows the fact that Cherry's moved their shit and I haven't, and I won't do that. It kind of shows what's happening here.
I mean, we have all these deeply unseriously people. They're just lying to each other too. Like, I don't believe you care about someone being upset about like threatening, or not even threatening. The wrong word.
Threatening. What?
Not
Anyway,
rape victim, fucking rape victim. I feel sorry. I'm going crazy. I have to repeat myself. This feels very fucking simple.
Yeah, I know. To be clear, by the way, the people that are screaming in the chat are all the same people that were freaking out during the keffals thing. So to be completely honest with you, I don't really see this as being a big thing.
Someone says, "Where are Cherry's DMs?" They deleted them. We explained.
What does that mean? They were freaking out during the keffals thing? Like, they were freaking out at Xanderhal. They were freaking out at keffals. What does that mean? I'm assuming he means they were freaking out at him during that whole conflict with Shu and her. Jesus Christ, dude.
To you, they deleted their DMs with both.
His riz is so bad that it's like. It repels. It's like a super repel in Pokemon. It's got the super repel riz.
The DMs when you bring up the Discord with them and they delete all of them.
Xander, can you do me a favor? Can you open a part of your DMs where Cherry deleted them and send me a screenshot of that really quickly? Yeah, because we can show you they deleted their DMs with Xander as well.
Also, I want to send you another screenshot because this is the person who
By the way, this doesn't mean I don't have criticisms for Cherry, just not in this stream. Okay? So, keep that in mind. I am being very charitable right now. I'm being, I'm being as consistent as I can be. I'm living up to the President Sunday standard.
Spoke to a while ago and stopped being friends with, and they freaked out at me because I wasn't, like, down to be friends anymore after, like...
Who was the mocked grape victim? It was something about, like, keffals had heard about, like, Lily Orchard stuff, and then was like, wow, it's fucked in the head, because when I see that, I think great content, which is a funny joke, like... You know, if you do like drama stuff, it do be fucked up like that. I think that might be what he's referring to. Otherwise, he doesn't specify. So it would be a grape victim of Lily Orchard. I don't know if those guys. I don't think they really know each other.
They were being flirty about boyfriend, and now they're
Hopefully.
sending threatening messages like "Take that VOD down." So yeah, like that's also part of that like clique. There's like a whole group of people that he's calling out Vaush.
Take that VOD. Dude, I haven't gotten the take that VOD down yet.
And we're listening to this. Let's watch the spin in real time.
When do I become that threatening? When people are like, take the VOD. Maybe I'll get one tonight from that.
Also,
okay, Demon Mama, real quick. Since you're watching now, I want to ask you, why will you not just speak during a mental breakdown?
Because if you speak, you tell like in context,
oh wow, she doesn't get the beginning of it.
Frogging.
Yes, hold on.
Okay, so they're like, I don't know why they're talking back and forth through stream. That is annoying. Lol, I make fun of them too, so goddamn Zeppo in with the hard hitter again. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of grape jokes, but like, I feel like everything's game. As long as it's funny and you're not being weird, I don't fucking care.
Hold on. It is, hold on.
I have so much other shit, dude, that I gotta fucking deal with and worry about. I do not give a shit.
She will not bring me on. Hold on. I can show screenshots of her mocking rape victims and docking. If someone on Twitter said that someone laughed at a rape victim, I hope they get hit by a car, you wouldn't think they're a bad person. You really would.
Are they spamming slurs?
You would.
Yeah.
This is such a shit argument. Why would you? What do you mean? Yeah, what? Look, let's steel man it so much that it's way too charitable. Okay, let's say like he just meant if he didn't mean. Like, that people that make grape jokes get hit by cars, that if they just were incidentally hit by a car, okay? That would still make me sad. I would not be like, oh yes, this person made a grape joke. I mean, what else? What is the other contents of their life, dog? Like, this is not the way, okay? We're going into demon territory right now.
I feel like I can.
I mean, she can erotically laugh and whatnot, but, like, it's not gonna improve anything. Yeah, she's, like, forever back.
Bazinga. Dude, I do think the Bazinga thing, though, is, like, lame. I don't know why. It's just Bazinga. Okay, dog.
I don't think the slur post would be fair, because, like, there's a lot of drama, kind of, like, anti-fans that's around. But yeah, I mean, like, overall, I feel like I've said my piece. Cherry was pretty smart to nuke the receipts, to be fair. But the fact that they nuked them at all is kind of...
Well, you admit that it was smart to nuke them, so... Clearly, you're capable of thinking it from that perspective as well. Mr. Xanderhal, okay? Fucking... You're too dumb to be bad.
Suspicious thing.
You admitted yourself that you didn't pay Cherry.
What is she talking about? She's saying you didn't pay Cherry, and then we showed the screenshots. No, you don't have to pay her for the time she wasn't working to you. What's DM talking about?
I mean, they're going to try and continuously
They're just-
claim that I owe Cherry money, which isn't true. Like, if Cherry wanted me to give them money, they could have just, like, messaged me, hey, Zane.
In Queeman's stream, Queeman asked who would win in a fight, Demon Mama or Xanderhal. It would definitely be Demon Mama, dude. Demon Mama could fucking... That would be... Oh, I'd be scared. Sandals. I went to a psychotherapist and they told me to take off my pants and the undies too. It felt weird. But then after the session, I read their name on the office door and oh god, and notices the space in there. Okay, there you go. There's one. Sandals, I'm sorry, but Ethan and Xanderhal think it's morally okay for you to get hit with a car, allegedly in Minecraft, for making that silly joke. Oh, that's...
Could you toss me like $100 when you transfer? Yeah, let me do that. Particularly.
Listen, guys, you have two sides here. One that deletes all of their DMs with the people involved and won't speak to them, and the other one that is like tweaking the fuck out on stream. Right?
She deleted all her DMs. She deleted them.
Because they're being like slandered, and
That's
oh
what
god.
he fucking sounds like to me right now. He sounds like a little girl that's just like crying at this point. Like, yeah, you know what? You guys were not smart enough. You got destroyed. You got pounded into the earth. Fucking being delusional and pretending like it was a W is not gonna help you improve, okay?
We're like upset or we're talking fast. I don't know.
Zeppo reminds me of Arrested Development, in which Toby tried to be the first therapist or psychoanalyst combination in anal rapist. Dude, that's a good show, dog.
But Keffals does like I think this is really wrong. Why is he doing this?
Xanderhal has
Hold on.
freaking out. If Cherry
so
decided
evil.
Xanderhal, Keffals, the Demon Mama. Xanderhal, Keffals, Demon Mama. It's like that fucking thing from, wow. What's the time warp from, you guys? Rocky Horror Picture Show. Dr. Scott, Jane, Brad, Dr. Scott.
for
Rob,
account,
how could he
that would
defend
be
himself?
rational.
This is kind of
You
unfair.
can't, you don't even have the
She's-
beginnings.
She's claiming that it's completely reasonable to delete everything.
You gotta be old as fuck to get that joke. That's right, old people in chat.
You guys are fucking nuts. You, who you're
I see.
So it makes sense that Cherry gets fucking her account completely deleted and deletes all evidence because we're crazy. So she has to delete every message she ever sent to us where she was having those breakdowns.
Particularly because like, Cherry kind of
I knew Rue would get it at least.
normalized that reference and kind of
We do have parts of
it.
Janet! Dr. Scott! Brad!
One-sided.
They delete all of their DMs. Innocent people do not delete all their DMs with you.
Anyway.
They don't.
I think that's about all
They
we
do
have
not
for
want their
today.
DMs.
Say we just
I'm down to play some. I need to hold on. I just want to see if she'll bring up the screenshots of what Cherry was covering for. She hasn't shown that yet. She hasn't shown.
Ethan is after this. I want to know what B is cooking with that he's doing okay with the weak card thing. What are you cooking, B? Tell me what's behind your cooking. Rue. And only assholes write on doors. True. True.
Laughing at rape victims. She's putting it heavy.
I think she will. I feel like we should just stop giving her content. What other claims are there going to be made are worth dealing with? Also, yeah, you already showed the PayPal like transactions with Cherry, and that's literally just like the last few we worked together was a total of like I counted up over
What is she
5
talking
grand.
about?
So far out of your depth. You're so cooked.
She's not saying anything. She talks in circles a lot.
A lot of times this is how I feel if like I have like a friend and they have like a younger sibling or something and their like friends are there and they're all I don't know, they're like in their like younger 20s or whatever, they still care about this That's how I feel right now. Like I'm at like a party where like I might be a little bit too old to be there, so it's like I gotta leave. I gotta get away from these children. Zeppo, it was like The Room from my generation. I got to throw spoons at the movie in the theater. That's based. If we did that shit, we got kicked out of the theaters. Fucking Lakeville motherfuckers. That's right, I'm calling you out by name, Lakeville Theater.
It's only for time because like these are going to add to her watch time for the month. So the more you can
Then why did you
stress this
hide
out
it?
as much
Hold
as
on a
possible.
second.
You're
Wait,
giving her
I'll never fucking forgive you.
Hold on,
So
hold
we
on.
should just stop. We're
Yeah.
giving her what she wants, which is more like time that she can. So we've got the receipt. Anybody who's good faith can like.
I'm
see that.
gonna if you drop out on a run to I'm gonna run over everything that I showed really quickly so it's easily clippable and documentable. It can be shared around and then we're good.
Sounds
Alrighty.
good to me.
Talk to you in a
See ya.
minute. Yeah. Okay. So here's the rundown. guys.
Wait, Zeppo, you're only like a year older than me. What do you mean? A Rocky Picture Horror Show is like for like Gen Xers. We're definitely not Gen Xers. Rue, of course I'd get an RHPS reference. Not only am I the oldest person here. No, you're not. You're not, actually. I factually know this. I won't say who, but I know who is. But my best ex used to be Shadowcast for Eddie and was even a saxophonist, which she'd do live. Oh, that's based. My cousin played the tenor sax. I always thought that was sick. I was not very good with the saxophone or them woodwinds, though. Zeppo, Zan never beating the baby bro allegation. It's true. He literally... Well, I don't know. My younger sibling was always pretty nifty. I don't know what I would have done, because I was the dumb one in my family. Yeah.
We have a situation in which Demon Mama is absolutely refusing to engage with anyone involved in this
I don't know if you could tell.
situation. Okay, and the allegations are as follows. Right, that's what she wants. You are delusional. And only chance I've seen nothing but dumb shit from you for the entire
Yelling at Naomi. I mean, to be fair, Naomi has yelled at me over dumb shit, I think, but she's nice to me sometimes. So
time.
I'll give her
seen you
that.
online. I do not care. I'd be willing to have a discussion with you and see you try to flail about and defend the covering up of the mocking of rape victims and doxing, which seems
flail about.
was literally the entirety of Keffals' platform, and it's what Cherry was covering up, and it's the reason why things have gone.
Keffals, Demon Mama, Cherry, Keffals, Demon Mama, Cherry, nothing, no accountability. Just look at all these other people, the bad things they did. Don't look at me. It's like that skit where the hot dog cart crashes through the wall or whatever, and the guy in the suit is like, who's driving that?
The way they have, and Demon Mama was covering this up as well, right? I'd love to see you defend that, but you can't. The TLDR of it is that Cherry was paid. What Xander was talking about, paying Cherry extra, was a time in which Cherry wasn't working. So halfway through the first month, right? Unmute the audio of Sam's stream, you cowards. Then the streams just both turn off and turn into us echoing into each other. What do you want me to do? Do you?
Why are you responding to that chat comment? You don't need to respond to every single one. If you don't want them to say that shit, don't respond to them. That's how you incentivize via attention, okay?
Us to just listen to each other's fucking audio reverb back and forth forever? That's silly. This is proof he paid. He paid $500 well after they'd quit. Right?
Yeah, but that's not all of it. It's not all of it. $2,250 is a lot of money, bro. Keffals famously made a living only making grape jokes.
Up working in December, and they'd done a little extra, and they'd gotten paid extra. It's Xanderhal. It's not normal to vent about killing people. You need to understand that. I'll be real. I think it's a little silly, guys.
It's okay. It's like how I make anti-Semitic jokes all the time, even though I'm Jewish. It's just funny.
If you have someone who...
I will say, though, I don't know if Queeman would want Xanderhal as his Shabbat goy, though. I don't know. I don't know if I want him to touch my electronics.
Is mocking a rape victim. If you have someone who pocketed $100,000 that was meant to go towards people who were fucking victims of...
Rue, my younger sister was the stupid one amongst my siblings and me, and I used to scam Molly with heads I win, tails you lose until she was 12, and I only stopped after our stepmom explained it to her. Well, you guys are pretty young, though. I don't know. I feel like anything with numbers confuses me, too.
But, police brutality. If you have someone who doxes people, and in confidence after that person tries to ruin your...
Also, I don't think Keffals ever, said anything about police brutality. Where is this coming from? It was supposed to be a legal fund to help trans people. That's different.
Life, you say some Fed posting bullshit to a friend with no intention of carrying it out. I don't actually think that's all.
Don't Fed post, retard.
Crazy. I think that's pretty normal for a person having a breakdown after being fucking harassed. No one is defending Keffals. Yes, they are. Demon Mama and Cherry are. They covered for Keffals. Xander was blackmailed by White Nervosa.
No. He wasn't blackmailed. He was told, listen, if you do this, we don't want to run your website. That's a service that they provide. They're allowed to say, I don't want to run your website. Get a new web developer. Tough shit. Sorry. Y'all did not sign contracts. I know that. So, if you don't sign, don't work a place where you don't sign a contract. There's ways to prevent this. I'm sick of the excuses, guys. I'm going to start to get mean now.
So that he couldn't come out with this. And Keffals was defended by Cherry and Demon Mama in these actions because they said that...
When did they do... When? Months and months and months ago? Did Diva Baba not in May like have a huge what universe do you live in?
So 20 videos in December, and she only got $300. So he's paying Cherry $1,500 a month. 20 videos in December. Did I not show you guys earlier how quickly I can edit these videos? On top of that, and they weren't officially working, and they weren't supposed to be working on top of that. And there's a whole situation. I'll back pay it, Cherry.
They weren't supposed to be working? What do you mean? Zan mismanaged his employees again? Bro, why do you even have employees if you can't do this? This is basic shit. Like, a child could do this, okay? A child could do this. Seppo, unfortunately, the wording of the GFM is extremely vague, allowing it to cover just about anything, very misleading. Oh, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, what he is saying is still wrong. Like, he's still factually wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just have a lot of shit that I've learned, okay, that, there's some really fucked up people out there. Way more fucked up than Keffals, okay? I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's dumb for you to dislike her or anything. Like who you want, but, there's bigger issues.
Really wants. And this is something we've talked about being okay with. But Cherry doesn't want that because Cherry wants to be a problem. Show proof of the cover-up. Proof of which
She
cover-up?
wants to be a
Proof of
problem.
Cover-up of what? Proof of the proof of White Nervosa saying that what's it called? Saying they would take down Xander's channel. Like this is.
It's not taking down his channel. It's not having his website. His channels are still there. What are you talking about? How would White Nervosa even do that? Was she gonna like hack his YouTube? What are you talking about?
This is something White Nervosa herself. This is proof of the cover-up enough. Here you go. What? Cherry trusted you DM.
Elf, Zeppo, Ethan, like, I can work faster and sloppier for less money. Take that, Cherry. True leftism is undercutting the labor market. Yeah, dude. For real.
They were for use, they were right information, decisions could be made. Basically, they're saying, oh, we were going to tell you Cherry did all of these things so that you could make a decision, but you weren't supposed to ever talk about them. This is them covering up this stuff. This is what I just showed you. This is what they're covering up. Here it is.
Sandals, some confusing numbers. I don't know, guys. 1 = 1. Oh no, that's like one of those, no, don't do invisible numbers at me. Get that shit out of chat. No math here, okay? I have a math phobia due to my dyscalculia, okay? If Malcolm gets his excuse with dyslexia, I get the excuse with the numbers. They scare me, okay? I need an adult.
Yes. They were well aware of the screenshots I have here now, Keffals making fun of rape victims, Keffals doxing people, and so much more, right? And they told Xander he was not allowed to talk about it publicly. The leaker didn't want to come out when
Sandals, why are you triggering me? You don't want to know what happened to Josh the last time he did math in chat, okay?
when Xander decided when to attack Keffals. That's true, the leaker didn't want to come out. However, it's much more likely the leaker didn't want to come out because they had done something wrong. They had been in this very group chat in which Keffals was mocking rape.
The victim blaming.
Victims for God knows how long. And the only reason they told us any of this was because they were feeling vindictive after being fired by Keffals. And now they're feeling vindictive.
Other people knew about it, though. Like, it wasn't... Why didn't anybody pay attention sooner?
Because they were fired by Xander. And so they want to bring Xander down a similar way. They can't. Yeah, someone says, bro, sorry, but editing a video a day isn't that much work, especially when it's Xander's content. I showed you guys earlier me editing a video. I can do it in under 3.
Sandals, I refuse to do math, okay? This is one of my trigger things. Okay? I refuse to do math. I will not read it. I will not...
3 minutes. Under 3 minutes. $500 is fine pay for 20 videos over the course of a month that take 3 minutes. Editing is a good amount of work. I did the exact type of editing Cherry did on stream in 3 minutes. You want to see it again? You want to see the process that goes into this? If you're doing 3-minute edits, you're not really editing. Yes, I know. My job isn't to do that, though. While we edit video, that's because you're...
What is your job? Where is your job description? Let us discuss, okay, the human management resources of the Ethan and Xanderhal team.
Editing, little bro? No. Cherry trained me. Cherry told me this is how they do it. Cherry themselves did this and showed me it. Do you really want to keep saying that that's wrong when Cherry themselves made this system and gave it to me? He's not going to fuck you. You don't need to degrade yourself like this. I've known this guy forever. So you need to do thumbnails, uploads, release schedules. Do you know how easy that is? Hold on. Okay, so with Photoshop.
I'm not gonna lie, this is lolcow-ish behavior. We are now driving into the lolcow territory, unfortunately. And if I'm saying lolcow behavior, I'm not even doing it to be rude. I I don't like it when people become lolcows, so I'm just saying this is lolcowy. We want to do opposite of this in the future. If you don't want to be on there, Elf Zeppo, there is a mistake in the order of operation. Oh my god, dude, I hate you guys. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe, but also fuck math, okay?
Right. We have another template. Okay. We have a template for thumbnails for Xander. It's called template, and here is how you make a thumbnail. Let's make a hypothetical.
Haven't you guys ever heard the song "Math Sucks" by Jimmy Buffett?
No, about thinking about keffals. It's funny. Okay. Let's do the photo of keffals on the right. Just a half decent photo that looks good for a shot. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and go here. This is what Jerry did. About 20 times over a month. I was upset that they get paid about.
I'm not gonna lie, that he was like killing her. Total shot down. Or total shit show. God, I can't fucking read. I'm retarded. Forget what I said.
$500. It's very fucking easy. Like,
God damn it. I have too many disabilities. We need to reduce the disabilities.
Drop.
Turn the difficulty down.
Lied. And then we throw on some other background, and then we go here, and we go to, I don't know, blending options. And let's give her a pretty drop shadow outline. Ooh, it's a little rough. So let's drop shadow, because it doesn't need the outer glow white on a nice background that complements it. All of this work is easy, okay? All of this work is very easy. And this is all Cherry did. $500 was fine for about 20 videos. This is not real editing work. This is not complex editing work. This is exactly what Cherry.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't even seem like people do their own thumbnails a lot anymore. Like ever since switching to the one thumbnail for the most part, it's fine. Like obviously for the standalone videos or whatever, or maybe for the segments I'll start doing thumbnails, but it just saves me a lot of time to just not do thumbnails.
Did. I read the supposed proof. That's not proof of the cover-up. That's like someone else is to be fucking responsible, you fucking child. I'm sorry. How is that not a cover-up? I'm going to take down your channel. I'm going to take down your website, sorry. If
No, it's the website. It's not the...
You come out with this information that exposes this creator as a regular abuser. And the reason that I'm doing this is because it could potentially affect someone who had been covering for them. Be serious with me. I implore you. What you're saying is...
An abuser? We are projecting now. Brackets. Oh no, we're not doing that. Nope, not reading that. Chat. God damn it. Why the fuck are you doing math? No. Stop it. I demand you stop.
Bullshit. I don't believe anything you're saying. You don't believe anything you're saying.
There will be no repercussions, but I demand you stop.
You're playing fucking team sports. You're playing
team sports. Yeah, dude, so are you. So's everybody. Fuck off.
Team sports. None of this is real things. Xander had a mental breakdown, or not even really a mental... It is a bit of a mental breakdown. He's not going to like me calling it that because it's kind of embarrassing. It's hella embarrassing. But he had a mental breakdown with one of his closest confidants in private. Said some Fed posty shit.
I mean, it's embarrassing, but like... At least acknowledge what it was. Like, this whole running away from it being like, oh, he was mad. No, dude, that's weird. If you are Fed posting, okay, there's something wrong. Never ever Fed post, dude.
About a person who he knows to be quite fucking awful, and who was awful.
I hit the glowies with my car in Minecraft.
To Cherry themselves, once, okay? Just how many views did those 20 videos make? Oh yeah, I can show you the exact, like, revenue. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, let me show you the exact revenue. Do you guys want the exact revenue? So let's go to content. Let's go to last 365 days, okay? And we go to advanced mode. Sorry, this one got revamped a little bit. So it's going to take me a moment. More revenue. Revenue source. No, it's gonna be revenue source, not revenue. I think they put revenue in a separate analytics page now. Sorry, I've been using a add-on that is now discontinued. So it's gonna take.
Rue, since K-Dog brought up Jimmy Buffett, here's a palate cleanser story time reminiscing video of mine for intermission. Ah, yes. We're gonna go straight to gaming, I think. I appreciate it though.
A moment to get for you guys.
Once this is done, because Grandpa's gonna need a round of golf to just sit and bullshit.
Okay, yeah, it's on this now. Sorry, I forgot to move here. Go back to last 65 days. We go back to January. He was making about during this time. He was making about maybe $30 a day. I wonder who you've sent death threats to, Ethan. People like the 45th president of the United States, who I think was better off dead, for example. Another person.
Okay, this is actually something I'm not sure it's legal to say. I'm actually not sure. I disavow that, and I would really discourage people, again, from Fed posting. Why are you guys trying to get, like, the FBI to open a file on you? Like, why? This is just, it's just cringe. It's bad. It's weird. Even if you unironically agree, like, why would you say, yeah, no violence, bad, against TOS?
Who mocks victims of sexual assault. People like that. I'm completely okay with them dying, actually, and I don't think I'm a bad person for that. I think it's silly for leftists to pretend to. Anyways, let's get a calculator out. Okay, let's say $40 a day for 30 days.
Being a leftist means being nice and making no funny jokes, no edgy joke.
Okay, he made about $1,200 that month, right? And that means that Cherry got paid a little under half. How much revenue was generated that month that Cherry? I just said that. I just proved it. We have videos that made this one made $200. So let's go ahead. Let's say $1,500, right? So there was a couple outliers from the 30 average.
Ethan saying the same Fed posting that got Destiny banned? Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you doing that? Like, it's just so stupid. It's infuriating because it's so dumb. It's like, oh yes, you are edgy boy. Oh, good boy. Yeah, I can say some real edgy shit too, but I won't because I have impulse control and also because I like my channel. Rue. Like I said, Zan and Ethan are stupider than Poppy and Zeta, dude. You just keep saying it's so hard, dude. It's so true, but it's so hard. Imagine being stupider than Poppy and Zeta. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. In December, we were generating nothing. We generated nothing in November. We didn't generate money in November because there weren't the uploads coming out in November weren't doing well. Do you see this? We weren't. There was no money.
Oh, so keffals can't pay anyone back if you do that, Ethan.
So, Jerry got paid an infinite percentage more than what was earned. Oh no, Steamboat's funny. I like Steamboat. I like him there. I think he's silly. I think Steamboat does well to show people who may be on the fence about who's being unreasonable here with his actions that he's not a great.
This guy is horrible at managing the troll chat. You can't. It's fine to acknowledge them sometimes, but you're feeding them. You're feeding them red meat, okay? You have to engage them without engaging them. Make them work for it, okay? Don't just let a troll get you. Make them work for it. Plus, sometimes some of them will be nice to you then and be your friend. Not all trolls are bad.
Now, honestly, I haven't. I'll be real. Also, keep in mind, Cherry quit the job. I want to play some video games, so I'm willing to chat with you guys about it pretty casually. But I'm gonna play some Risk of Rain 2. So, if you guys don't like Flash and Colors, you've been warned. If anyone can find in his Discord about Cherry's tooth, my album Cherry claimed to be Cherry's saying Zan was lying. I mean, we can demonstrate.
By the way, if the tooth thing is true, which I would believe it, I've had a very bad, like infected molar. It is actually very painful. Like it is, like you can't sleep. It's that painful. I would not wish it on anybody. Take care of your teeth, guys, okay? Because if you don't, it hurts like a motherfucker, alright? Ethan would be a terrible loan shark. Do not make this guy a made man, guys. I don't know. B said that he was playing okay for a weekend, so, I mean, the confidence works, but not about this.
That Cherry was lying alone with, like what I showed, where Xander had sent Cherry $500 after they quit. Of revenue, right? Like we already showed that. I don't really see the point of going further of trying to scrape through DMs that don't have like half the fucking context because Cherry nuked all of them. I can after stream whenever Xander's
okay, that's like fair, but like at the same time, that stuff is still bad independently. Like I don't know why they keep forgetting about the argument that both of them are bad. Like both of them could be wrong. Both of them could have abused each other. That's a possible scenario. Like, oh, like that's honestly how life is a lot of the time, I find. It's not like a Disney movie. Sandals, I do live under a bridge and want to eat goats. True, same.
Again, I can get him to do that.
No, I live in an attic, technically, so insert happy merchant face. I'm Jewish, I can say that.
For you guys, if you really need it, I can just also show you the recent.
Don't yell at me.
The recent proof of like here is payment that happened to Jerry post quitting the job. I also want normal beer, Seb. So proof like that might help. You're correct.
What the fuck is normal beer?
I can do it with Xander, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think proof really matters here. Whenever I can show shit like this is what they were covering up. Here are screenshots on screenshots. I'm going to say, oh well, you said something bad about someone in private while venting to a friend. It's like, Jerry's claiming that not all the money was paid. If Cherry can get me a provable itemized list for it, I'll pay for Cherry's money out of pocket myself. If there is genuinely a situation,
I will say in that scenario, I made a video criticizing Demon Mama where I actually think that part of my take was wrong, but I am going to stand by the latter half of my take, which is that I think that the only really thing that I would disagree there is I do actually think that you should give credit to people even if you don't like them. Now, I happen to be on friendly-ish, or at least, like, okay terms with some drama people. Alright? I'll mention a few that I like, okay? Like, I like Goddammit Malcolm. I think he's funny. He has very good bullying sessions. He's much meaner than me. And I also thought that Sunday had some very, a lot of them had reporting about this. So I do think that you should acknowledge it, even if you don't like them.
Cherry is owed money that they
Rude, don't tell us what not to do.
actually earned, not money in which they were like, oh, I was technically employed an extra month by Alex, but nothing. Like, if they can prove it, I'll pay it. I can pay it if you want. See, but nothing convinces you. Making death threats to someone you're beefing with and threatening to off yourself and your family is pretty fucking serious. You can't handle that shit away. You're a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, the threatening to off the family thing is pretty concerning. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's like a symptom of a larger problem. I'm not a psychologist, so don't take my word as like fact or whatever, like the Bible. But it is a very weird thing to happen psychologically. Sandals, was it normal beer? What does beer have anything to do with anything? Maybe some cheap light lager. Is that how you say it? Lager? I don't fucking know. Beer is a normal beer. My favorite beer is 1919, which is like a local craft beer. It's great. It costs as much as other beer. It's delicious. Okay.
I really do like that you really, really want to defend someone who mocks rape victims, pockets money for like police brutality, and doxes people. I really, really, really like that. I think that's an amazing little situation you've got yourself back into a corner to do. Anyways, as for the Vaush stuff, this is my own personal thoughts.
Okay, side announcement, guys. Looks like they're gonna go with Minnesota Walz as vice president. Let's go, Minnesota. All right, I voted for that guy when I used to live in his district a long, long time ago. He's pretty nice. Based. Okay, Minnesota pilled. The Bernie bro inside me is tempered for now.
I think the Vaush defense is fucking insane, by the way, and I think Demon Mom was a fucking weirdo for still associating with him. Vaush had AI-generated horse porn there. I've seen it, unfortunately, because I use keffals. Not keffals. I use Twitter. And...
No, that was a Freudian slip if I've ever heard one. Brew, I like a nice Belgian lambic if I'm having beer. Belgians are good, especially Belgian beer, like, in Europe is, like, fucking... It is actually delicious. Like, I would fly back to the Netherlands just to drink beer.
I thought the keffal stuff was bad with Demon Mama, but whatever, maybe she didn't fully know. Xander knew she didn't fully know, but I wasn't fully caught up at the time. But when she started defending Vaush, that was what really fucking got to me. Because you guys know what's required to AI generate horse porn? Other horse porn. It's composite imagery. It's composite bestiality. So not only is it as bad as, like...
I want to know, how would you know that? Maybe it's like a tech thing? I don't know.
If you had bestiality porn, it's as bad as if you had a shit ton of bestiality porn overlaid on each other. These people are not serious. You need to stay the fuck away from them. They make little weird cults of personality that are rapidly popping now because normies are coming into politics. No matter how bad you think Xander looks during all of this, he is up 4,000 subs this month because normies don't care about this stupid drama shit. It's all clicky. You're missing...
I mean, I guess. I don't really see that as a defense, though. That's more of like, heh. I was justified anyway. We're gonna get away with it anyway. Okay, dude.
The fucking point, you lunatic. You don't threaten to violently kill people, especially in your own fucking family. I'm not sure what you mean about family. Are you aware his mother physically abused him? Like, physically hit him up till recently?
Okay, first of all, why is he hanging out with someone that's physically abusing him? What the fuck? Okay. Second of all, that doesn't excuse anything. Like... I don't know, dude. This is bad. This is looking very bad. This is looking very enabler right now.
If you're talking about him having done that in the past because he was being beaten, I think you hate abuse victims. I'm sure he said some bad shit about someone who was beating him. I'm sorry. I'll tell the abuse victim who's being physically harmed to not threaten their abuser next time. If that makes you happy, and that civility is what's necessary for you to think your morals are being abided by, then sure. I'll go out of my way to make sure that I tell the abuse victim to be careful of what they say in private. You people don't know how humans work. Demon seems pretty heated about all of this. I mean, I would be heated too. If I got 15 subs in the last month and then like 1,600 concurrent viewers off of this drama, I would milk it dry. Demon Drama wasn't doing well. That entire like series isn't doing well because Vaush absolutely nuked the optics of it all because he did like lolly.
Man. Zeppo, poor Zan, he's just a poor small bean birthday boy. I love that people are calling him a birthday boy. Especially after all of the, there was controversy around that term. To be fair, when referring to trans men, so Zan is a cis guy, as far as I know. I just also like them being like, well, I would leak the dry too. Like, come on, dude. If you're saying I would leak it dry too, then all this about you guys being jealous. You're just jealous that you're not in D Mama's position. That's all it is. You can say that, you know. You don't have to make it into a big fucking thing, okay?
Porn bullshit and horse like bestiality nonsense. Like, anyone who's still in that sphere defending him looks awful to everyone outside of it. I don't know why anyone is on that ship, especially when in private they're doing things such as defending people like Keffals. And however bad you think Keffals are, I promise you it's worse. Keffals was running a doxing Discord in private for like, content creators and whatnot, and sharing this around with like people like Tester. This is Xander giving.
So Gayfish went on Stardust the other day. I can link this in the description if people want me to. Gayfish went on to address this the other day and said it was not a doxing server, it was a research server. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real with you guys. A lot of content creators have servers like that. Not doxing servers, but like, it's just not that big of a deal to me. I'm sorry. Maybe that makes me a bad person. I don't care.
Money. This was 3 months after Cherry quit. I was employed by Xanderhal during this time. So here's more proof that Xanderhal was giving Cherry money. You're being lied to. And it makes you very mad to be proven that when you were so emotionally charged. Sorry, guys.
You mad? You mad? You mad?
This doesn't prove anything. Well, yeah, half of it's done. Check PayPal. Happy birthday. Money is the best gift, to be honest. How does that not prove anything? What are you talking about? Jump and watch the risk and rain. Sinking ship Vaush. You know Vaush is down 10,000 subs, right?
Yeah, he's pretty big content creator, though. Listen, I've disagreed with Vaush on a lot. I feel like Ethan has got a very inflated sense of ego here. Like I said, I've disagreed with Vaush on a lot. But, like, holy shit, dude. Like, realize where you are. Like, have self-awareness, you know?
It wasn't supposed lolly stuff, actually. The women team stuff. I think the lolly stuff is, like, easily confusable. Okay? I can understand. Potentially he did something wrong. AI justified.
What? The lolly is... Okay, the lolly is confusable, but not the horse porn part? What? Why would you make this point and then just fucking shoot yourself in the foot? Why would you do that? Oh my god, he's beating the shit out of himself. Rude. To be fair, Demon Mama was the first to publicly describe it as a doxing server. Was she? I honestly can't keep track. I don't think she was. I actually don't think she was. I think it might have been... I think it might have been like... Diorio or Boblax or something. I felt like I had heard that from other people before. I could be wrong, though. But yeah, no, honestly, based on the people that I know that are in that server and like knowing tips or whatever, I really don't think it was like a doxing server. People can believe what they want to believe, though. Like, I have no evidence of that, so.
Horse porn is undefendable.
Zeppo, what the fuck? Why he defend the lolly? Because he's a fucking weirdo, dog. Like, these guys, well, he was kind of building up an okay ball there. He was gonna do an okay pitch there to a certain part of the audience that hates Vaush, right? I don't hate Vaush, by the way. I don't really watch him anymore, but I disagree with him. But whatever. Like, I'm always open to being proven wrong or having a conversation or whatever. I'm just that kind of guy. But they like try to go in for that pitch and he just shoots himself in the foot by defending the lolly. Like the lolly is the bigger issue for a lot of people on it. I personally think it's all gross.
Naomi Chance, do you genuinely fucking hate abuse victims, okay?
Why are you arguing with Naomi Chance? Why? That's not a username that you argue with. Unless you want to get frustrated. Zeppo, no offense, Naomi. It's just sometimes you can, you know. Zeppo, Staraxia was the one with the doxing server allegations? Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. There's just too many notes now. That's why I have you, though, chat. Because you know more about lore than I ever could. Because my brain is broken.
Actually, though. Because people are totally gonna fucking, like threaten their... I can't wrap my head around that one, actually. I'm gonna give you...
Now we know why Flamenco was stalking Xan for so long? Wait, why?
A hypothetical, chat. Let's say you are being beaten by someone daily. And you talk to your friend and you say, I'm just gonna fucking kill them because they are beating you. Are you a...
Okay, what was happening was not the equivalent of beating, okay? Keffals did not fly down from Ireland and, like, beat Xan. Come on, dude. What is this? What kind of equivalency is this? Shameful.
Bad person? Is that victim of abuse a bad person? Because
Rude. Naomi Chance is a weirdo dipshit. I've had mixed interactions with her. I'm open to having things remain calm right now, okay? I have to deal with a lot of stuff right now.
what I'm looking at right now is a situation in which a person is
And by that, I mean not that much stuff, but you know, enough for her to not be a concern.
horrifically treated, backed into a corner, and beaten down in various different ways, and eventually lashes out and is then treated like a bad person. Vaush got 5K subs again after Trump got shot.
Yeah, but that wasn't, lashing out wasn't the right thing to do, though. Even if you were provoked, you still shouldn't lash out. You can control that. It's called therapy, okay?
Trump's here resurrected him. Honestly, everyone got resurrected by the Trump shot thing. Everyone's been in the green. But yeah, no, I think that a lot of this is moral frogging, genuinely. And I would be willing to debate this with absolutely anyone, but Demon Mama's too scared to. If I am just this lackey kid like she's trying to play it off as, it should be an easy dunk for her, but she's scared of it. New screenshot.
I mean, it's personal for her, though. Like, I don't think people get this enough. Like, when someone is actually friends with somebody else and, like, they're in drama content, I think it's totally fine to be like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that, or I want to talk to this person, because, like, you value your friendship or whatever more than, like, talking to somebody about something, you know? I think that that's fine and that's normal, and then I think maybe more people should do that, you know? Don't be so spineless, okay? Loyalty is only bad if you're being loyal without question. You don't have to fuck up all of your friendships just be, you know, for some, like, grand heroic journey or some bullshit. Seppo, what if we locked Naomi and Puppy from Los Sandus in the same room? I don't remember the last person. You're gonna have to remind me. I'm sorry, dude.
DMs? Sorry, Xander, I'm, here's the tooth surgery,
Throw in lit Wisties. Oh my god, dude.
everybody. Let's go, we're gonna grind. Okay, 2K on the way to PayPal, so
Every stream I do is just automatically becomes like the most cursed stream.
I pay you, and I just $20. It'll take 3 days to transfer. What's wrong? Tooth pay? I'm sorry. Mom gave me a cold. I don't get COVID. She got it on the plane. So this is about paying for the tooth pain. Someone says, Xan just own this shit, honestly. I think people would appreciate it. I agree. I know that Xander is... Alex, I'm going to speak... I have the utmost respect to you as one of my best friends. So I'm going to speak to you, speak about you, honestly. I think that you're, obviously, like I would be, somewhat embarrassed to have, like, a vulnerable moment like that leaked on stream. I fucking would be, right? So I'm going to talk to him in private, and I'm going to make sure that he has his...
Dude, this is more than a vulnerable moment, okay? Again, do I think it was necessary to leak that? I do think that. Because that's fucked up. It just is. They can cope and seethe about it all they want. It's fucked up.
And whatnot who are able to support him. And I think you're right. I think he should fucking. I think he should say, yeah, I said that about this person after they did these horrific fucking things. My bad. I'm clearly the villain. You know, like sarcastic, of course. Cherry just recently got the tooth treated. Well, there's this is proof of Cherry lying again. This is just more proof of Cherry lying. Can you ask Alex why he freaks out all the time? Like when he flipped out on people for asking him not post violence video on Twitter. I think if I remember that case, he retweeted something and like warned it. And people, like, because it was on his page, he said, this is what my page is becoming, and people got mad at him whenever he was just trying to say, hey, this is the shit that's being pushed on me.
Yeah, but fighting against it's never gonna work. You just gotta ignore all of it. Not to give out advice or anything. But that's just what you gotta do. You're never gonna win in these kind of arguments.
Like this is what the main page is becoming.
Now, to be fair, these people aren't lying about Xan, okay? They are telling the truth about his character, and I will reveal a little thingy once it's over. Alright? But here's the deal. It doesn't matter if it's real or not real, okay? You can't engage. You gotta pick your battles. If you can't do that, good luck.
I think that you as an adult, you have the capability to read that quote tweet and then not press play. He did not trigger warning it. He told you what was in it. He said that was a stabbing video, and that's why he posted it. He said, this is awful that this is on it. Listen, I have pretty, like, it was a video of a murder. There was no trigger warning.
What the fuck is going on?
If he says, this is like a video of someone getting hurt, right? This is a video of someone being stabbed. Do you need the words trigger warning stabbing above that? I don't get it. Anyone getting banned
What? I mean, it depends.
from chat is by Xander and not me, by the way. She's actively living up to your username. I just don't know what to say to these people. I feel kind of bad about it. Like, I liked Demon Mama.
So this guy is his friend, right? So like, I don't know, there's some weird throwy bussy behavior kind of going on. There's some passive aggressiveness floating in the room. I can smell it with my psychotic senses. Zeppo, he getting Xander killed.
When I met them in person, it was very brief. I couldn't say we were even acquaintances, right? I thought they were pretty neat. And I'm kind of sad.
Only kind of, though.
So here is what's going on in chat. What was that? He needed the money to not go homeless. Me too. I guess they're having a good time. Anyways, yeah, I do have panic attacks that makes me forget and say cringe shit, but so did Cherry. And they were cool until DM said they weren't. Yeah, this is another thing. Why the fuck would DM wait until they were like, until now to talk about this if this was truly the issue, right? Like,
stealing my talking points.
Oh no, Xanderhal did the following. He had a breakdown on his friend who has constant breakdowns on him and his acquaintances because he had to pay rent and would go homeless if he could not do the
My admittedly not, my position that I'm changing, but still.
How's it? Hey, I know people, I've never seen this. Thank you though, girl. I do appreciate you guys trying.
Keldoge beat you to it at your toast, man.
Doing for me. It's just like, it's just very silly because like the supposed proof is Xander having a mental breakdown about potentially going homeless, and then it's like I'm saying here, Slimy of posting that, and then Xander saying he wished harm on a person who has done horrible things. How much more of a warning do you fucking need if the person about to show you the video says it's a stabbing video? That's exactly.
Oh yeah, Jake burned the bridge with him over the stabbing video tweet. Was super fucked up to share that. Oh, I don't know about that. Tell me more.
It's all moral frogging. It's people who pretend like. You can't discuss.
No. You are moral frogging, Ethan. Yeah, you guys are doing the big Spider-Man meme right now. Everybody's moral frogging. You know, I just am glad that Xanderhal finally got the amount of criticism that he's deserved this entire time.
Bad things can happen in context, I guess. Like, I think it's acceptable to quote tweet a stabbing video if the reason you're doing it is to point out how prolific that type of content has become on the platform. I think you're allowed to talk about bad things, actually. Xan should get away from absolutely direct chatter. We're high horse type people. Because drama makes more money than convincing people not to do more during elections and testing your mental endurance. You're fucking right. And here's the thing. Anyone who's gonna like really get upset about Xan about this weren't watching Xander, so I don't really see the point. I've proven to you guys multiple times throughout this that Cherry is lying to you, and they have no proof that we're lying about anything. And we've said, okay, yes.
Oh no, and then there was the clips. The clips!
Bad things happen. Xander broke down on Cherry, but Cherry would regularly do this to us, and has deleted all messages with Xander, as proven just as proven by this, right? I think it's because most are either neutral or like me, and they'll say, oh yeah, I mean, I've been upset too, I can't lie. I mean, we just had Trump get, like, shot, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. I understand if you guys don't know the shit about keffals, because I don't know if any of this was public, right? So, for anyone who and I'm sorry to repeat myself, if you just watch Demon Mama, I'm sure you can handle a little...
I mean, how could you not know about it at this point?
This is Clara with keffals. Being a drama creator is so fun fucking with my head so much. I see Lily Orchard molested her sister. The first thing that comes to my mind is banger content as a joke in a fucking... Demon Mama's watching again? Demon Mama, why don't you just talk, man? It's so easy. Like if I am so wrong, then just demolish me. Just demolish.
It is true, though. Like, it's a true statement. Like, if you do drama content, you'll know this. If you do drama content, or if you're an honest fan of drama, that does happen, you know? And that's why I am trying not to get too reliant on drama, because I don't want to have to like deal with the weird toxic environment all the time, but it's true.
If I'm so wrong, and we've said, okay, yes, two bad things happen.
I'm not saying you can't be offended by it, by the way, or think that it's wrong, but it's just true.
There's no obligation to talk to you? Okay. Am I supposed to take her seriously if she's too scared to?
I mean, do you want to talk, though? Or is this fronting? You know, is this like a display, you know, like a masculine display or whatever the fuck?
Rehashing Keffals drama. This is Keffals. This is not rehashing. This wasn't out. Demon Mama's pausing to try to dodge.
It was out though, dumbass. It was there for months. Months and months and months.
This was not out. This was not out. She's pausing this to avoid it. What is she? She wants to avoid this. She doesn't want me to speak about it.
Oh man, she silenced you so hard, bro.
What the fuck do you mean, why you just talk? I reached out in private to Xanderhal, and he blocked me immediately. What do you fucking mean?
Okay, I'm not Xanderhal. Do you think I'm Xanderhal? I'm doing things Xander wouldn't right now. I'm an independent person. I'm not Xanderhal. Xander doesn't have to entertain you when you're lying.
I don't want to talk to his pathetic paid simp.
His paid simp.
His paid simp. Dude, Xanderhal beat Queen into it. Xanderhal's got his own Shabbat going.
Get out of here. You're
She's so mad. She's so fucking mad. It's so cringe.
Imagine being like fucking Xanderhal's Shabbat, dude. Oh god.
Like, I'm so wrong.
Oh, look at this. Oh, can I just rewind real quick?
I see Litty, the first thing that comes to mind is banger content as a joke in a fucking. Demon Mama's watching it. Demon Mama, why don't you just talk, man? It's so easy. Like if I am so wrong, then just demolish me. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, we could be.
I already demolished both of you. It was easy. All I had to do was send a single DM to Zan. All I had to do was send a
Okay.
single DM to Zan. It wasn't even about this yet.
It wasn't about this. Okay, so.
When I made a little stream making fun of his Biden bullshit, and I got a little freak out and tried to accuse me of pedo-jacking him. And all I had to do was send
Okay,
one
so
DM
for
that
context
said-
on the pedo jacketing thing, right? She made the equivalent of calling Zelensky Putin is like if I called Xanderhal Epstein. I don't know if you guys.
Look, this was not her comparing Xanderhal to Epstein, okay? It actually is a big problem to get Zelensky mixed up with Putin. That is a cognitive dysfunction that is seriously worrying. And even if you thought that the example that Demon Mama used was too much, it was very obvious what she was trying to do. It was very obvious what she was trying to say. I'm not saying that he can't be mad or that he disagree with, like, you know, the kind of comparison, okay? But like at the same time, it was obvious what she was doing. And it's stupid to think that mixing up Zelensky and Putin isn't a big deal.
No, but even for like things like that, it's a very weird comparison, right? That's just a weird thing to say. That's all. I could see why whenever they were defending a person who was actually pedo-jacketing him with the shoe head stuff, why he might be defensive of that. Anyways, tell Demon Mama.
Demon Mama also got, well, Demon Mama made some statements that I don't agree with at that time. And I think that it definitely gave people the wrong impression. I don't know. I think maybe it would still be pedo jacketing. I don't really know. I'd have to go back and look at the Balenciaga shit. But I remember at the time, like, Demon Mama has no reason to be like a big shoe simp here. Okay, that's not even logical.
She can like talk to me if she wants, but I don't really care to listen to her scream into a camera and say nothing. Demon didn't do anything. She hasn't done anything. She's just ranted, exposed Xander having a breakdown to a friend in private, and then ignored anything on the contrary. She won't actually play the clip. She's scared to talk to me, man. I don't know what else to tell her. It's fucking cringe. Is Lonnie in the chat? If Lonnie's in the chat, I've got words for Lonnie. What's it called?
Are you Xanderhal's new girlfriend, Ethan? You gotta fight for your man or whatever the fuck?
Fucking wait, Lonnie's a way worse person.
That's not homophobic. It would be fine if they were dating, okay?
Actively robbed him and tried to commit fucking what's it called? Y'all are technically talking by watching each other stream. It's an extremely delayed call. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're willing to watch my fucking stream and like do this stupid ass fucking back and forth, why won't you just speak to me? I know why it is. It's because when you're watching the stream, you can pause it and do some theatrical.
Yeah, it's being a streamer. Yes, that's true. Streamers do be entertaining people.
Fucking stupid reaction and make yourself look right by being
even if you don't think it's entertaining, okay?
hyper emotional. But it doesn't work whenever you have a one-on-one conversation with someone. You can't pull the mic away from me on a Discord call, you know? It's so silly.
Yeah, you can. It's called the mute button. What the fuck?
I mean, am I supposed to care about putting much fucking stock into a person who is genuinely unwilling to have a conversation? If she changes her mind and says she will, like, let my fucking chat or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Xanderhal is gonna be put 6 feet underground. He's gonna get put on a shirt by the raccoon Edward. Like, come on, man. She can pause the convo to think. I get that. Can someone who is like admin delete that message? Thank you. It's silly.
Why did you read it out, dude?
I don't think anyone who's like a serious individual is going to see the situation.
I got tricked that one time, okay? And then I deleted it.
Explained and actually care. And I'll make a like,
yeah, you can all laugh.
A scripted breakdown of this. And a lot of you might be wondering, like, why are you talking about this, Xander? But like, imagine you're Alex, right? And you've been dealing with this for 7 months, and you just don't care as
Imagine you're Alex, right? And like, you just still like need to be able to have a breakdown of people, because like your mom like hit you once, like 12 years ago.
A little bit more than he does. I had to convince him to even respond to Demon Mama at all, for context. Like, he genuinely is like, I just don't have a reason to talk to her, you know? I would never say something to
Well, now you're doing the weird, like, I was rejected, so I'm gonna be really obnoxious about it thing. I hate it when people do that.
And that would look awful for Xander.
And if you're thinking, oh, you've done that, yes, it's true.
If I went on there to say like if I went on there to say like fucking like the N-word or something stupid to try to like nuke her channel as like a rod from God by Xanderhal, it would look terrible on him. There's no universe in which I'm a risk to her channel or brand because that destroys Alex by like no, that's not a real concern. Are the Nazis coming from Diorio? I don't know. It's just one guy. I don't think it's Nazi. I think it's just one hate watcher who gets like a kick out of like me hearing me say, "Ooh."
There were a couple different people watching the stream, so who fucking knows, dog? Who cares?
I want normal beer. Genuinely though, I mean, TLDR of the situation. Like, he said something bad about a bad person in private during a mental health crisis. He's evil for this. Am I talking to leftists or conservatives? Like, be real with me. Am I talking to leftists or conservatives? Because I know damn well, I've interacted with leftist communities. They are deeply mentally fucking ill. I know damn well there's a ton of, that's not an accurate TLDR?
To be fair, I'm not really gonna disagree with that.
Give me an accurate TLDR. Go for it.
No offense, guys. And to be fair, I've contributed that in the past. I think it's kind of natural, honestly, considering, like, the values of leftist ideology or whatever. Granted, there are a lot of very mentally ill conservative people, and they've formed a group called QAnon, and they, you know, they're having a big group delusion. Very fun.
Like, it's high school level drama, yeah. Anyways, yeah, glad Zan's getting away from the stupid shit. I mean, I feel bad for Alex because he really, really wanted to like these people. And there would be a lot of times where it was like, I think, Xander, correct me if I'm wrong on this, okay? I think with the Vaush stuff, before you had seen the Vaush stuff, you were like, oh, maybe there's some, like, acceptability to it because you hadn't seen the images at the time. And then you were, like, crushed to find out that something you expected was that. Yo, I be calling. I'll wrap it up. Hey, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm talking too much, you're right. I'm talking too much on this, but...
I feel like we're getting,
Xanderhal's like, dude, shut the fuck up before you fuck every bridge that I have.
I feel like we're getting too much contact. We gotta wrap it up.
I mean, you down to play some video games and just stream it? Completely unrelated?
I'd rather not stream it, because they're just gonna, like, stream the watching. We'll talk about
Maybe this guy just wants, clout. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know this guy. It seems kind of weird. He seems very, like, pushy about the controversial statements.
this. I want to be able to talk about it and not have, like, every
That's
single
fair.
word. Yeah.
I think there needs to be Larry Banks in the chat says, I think there needs to be a discussion where two sides need to come to a neutral setting to debate this. I mean, I'd be okay with that, but that's not going to happen.
Here's my I'll give a final statement on this. I'm sure
And debate what? He can come here. He can debate me on whether or not, you know, people that make grape jokes, if, you know, if they get hit by a car, if I think they're a bad person. No, okay? That's stupid. I can tell you about some really bad people, okay? Okay, you guys gotta get off the internet. You gotta go outside. You gotta interact with some more people, alright? If you think that people that make grape jokes are the worst people, man, I've got some shit to tell you.
I'll talk about it on stream in the future. But, like, no one's mental health is perfect to be clear, and I definitely, like, had a few cases, right? I had these wild panic attacks that led me to panicking, assuming the worst is going to happen, because it's going to happen, of course, right? That's what your mind can imagine. And so you start freaking out, and it's not that, like, things are going to be over.
I don't care if it's a mild panic attack, okay? That seems more like severe.
It's that they're already over. If you say you haven't been in that situation, you haven't been in that headspace, you're lying. I feel like everybody
You're
has been there, and anyone
lying.
pretending otherwise is just kind of, like, it's more so that it doesn't end up being a big public spectacle. In this case, for me, it has to be a big public spectacle. Frankly, I don't really think it's that big a deal. I'm sure I'll take some sub loss, but we're just gonna keep that grind, as I always have whenever there's drama. There's been tons of content creators with embarrassing moments and whatnot that have way more embarrassing moments than this, to be very, very honest with you, to be like, clearly. I mean, there's people who say the shit that I said on stream, and that's their career, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's their character. I just don't really see it as that serious outside of a few people who already really hate me. So I want to clarify that everybody, for the most part, that was in the chat, besides a few people, are like part of a sphere that already really doesn't like me. So yeah, it's really bizarre. Well, not really bizarre at all, actually. It's very believable. I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean,
I like to think I was one of the first Slanderholics, okay?
obviously that behavior is acceptable, but I don't think it's as serious as being made out to be. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's pretty cringe, but like, I don't think it needed to be aired publicly. I think that's probably most people's reaction. Actually, I know it is. I've seen that response quite a bit. Anyway, do you want to go play Valheim? Because I want to make our
yeah, sure.
finally have people to get bronze.
I'm down to hop on Valheim. Let me go ahead and say my like closing minute or
Finish
so
your
of just like, hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good time here, that kind of thing. Run through the chat one last time and just explain something real quick. Anyways, all right, I'll talk to you in like 2 minutes then. Okay, hello everyone. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please know that Xander really didn't want to touch this topic. He didn't care. He doesn't care about these people. He doesn't care to interact with them, right? And as such, I pushed for this pretty hard to make any kind of response happen because I realized that a lot of the key pieces.
He realized that he needed to capitalize on the views, okay? That's what he needed to do. That's what he actually is thinking.
Just certain screenshots and whatnot and obvious lies aren't there. I don't really think covering or touching on it, like, again, at all, because there's not much point to. We've shown you what we can that shows obvious fucking lying happening to you, and if that is not enough for you, I don't know what to tell you, right? If it isn't enough that I can show you screenshots that completely contradict what was being said, meanwhile they...
Where are those screenshots, though? Your evidence is the absence of screenshots. That's not evidence. It's maybe a reason for suspicion, but it's not evidence.
Show 2 screenshots of mental health breakdown, right? GG's, I guess. But for the rest of you who are having a good time, I hope that you guys have a wonderful night. And don't worry too much about anything about this going on. This is terminally online fucking bullshit. Xander will be fine. I'll be fine. Hell, Demon Mama, Cherry, and all them will be fine. But I would like you guys to take a genuine critical look at the people you follow. Because a lot of things recently have gone by completely unaddressed and left to spaces. And it's just concerning. I mean, the Vaush stuff. And I think that a lot of that's going to be I hope you guys have a good night. And
Oh, it's me!
Since you just got here, you should rewind into the VOD. That's already been spoken about quite a bit, and I understand your perspective fully. It makes sense. But you should...
So, as you can see, the reason why they privated that was because it was very stupid. Okay? Do we have any remnants of conversation piece before I switch to golf and just kind of chill? I'll hop in the Discord too if people want to chat. I know it says Sons of the Forest in there, but the person I was gonna play with is now in bed, so Grandpa's gonna play golf and chit chat with maybe the ladies will come out. Maybe the ladies will come out. That my internet women. I'm just kidding, you guys. But yeah. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys. So this is one of my first introductions to Xanderhal as a person, alright? Ready for this? Are you ready for this? One night, I get asked by somebody who's still they're gonna remain nameless, okay? They tell me that Xan was on a call and that he was telling Cherry to jump in lava in Minecraft over and over again until she, actually felt that she should have to. So, that's the kind of person he is. And I'll stand by that. Other people don't, I'm not going to say who told me or anything like that because I've known about it for a long, long time. So, I had to think, I had to watch the video again and think before I said that, and you know what? Fuck it. Nobody gets away with that shit, alright? There's your little mini nuke. There's your little thing you can go to the drama store. You can say, oh! And I didn't say anything, by the way, because it's not my shit to talk about. Now everything's out, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying, dude. That was a great thing to find out. Okay? Great thing to find out. And I'm just sorry that those people had to deal with him. Even if I don't like, some of those people. That shit's fucked up. I don't care if you're having a panic attack or anything like that. It's not okay. Be nice to people that you pay money to, or else you'll get eaten by Keldoge. Alright, let's play some golf. I'll answer questions too, don't worry. Everyone's sitting there stunned. I don't even really care if I get in trouble for that, because that's just... I still can't believe that. So who knows? I'm sure there's gotta be worse things that they've got on him. But, very cool leftist behavior. And you don't have to believe me, by the way. I don't have logs, and I'm not gonna provide them. So, if you don't want to believe me, that's cool. I don't care. I'm not that invested. Unfortunately, for some of you, maybe. Oh, I gotta change the title too. Shit. How are we doing? How is it going in there? I see y'all watching. Y'all ain't talking though. What are you thinking about?